in AAA Oklahoma City. Last road trip, we saw Clayton Kershaw thrown off a mound as he works his way back from off-season toe surgery. Let's head back out to Dodger Stadium and check in with the Dodger skipper.
Anything else for Dave?
Dave, do you think...
Other questions for Dave?
Dave, can you just describe...
Dave, can you talk about the pressure?
In the Dugout with Dave Roberts.
I know you're talking about just the lack of production from the offense. What adjustments do you want to see just for the guys to kind of get things going?
I think the kind of the formula is just to have a kind of a clear plan individually as a team and go out there and try to execute it. And I say that when you're swinging and trying to cover every pitch, all parts of the zone, that's tough to do in the big leagues. But I think having an idea where you want to hunt, I think is a good start for us.
Dave showing them so few RBI opportunities, and consider it all, maybe moving Mookie back to 1 and showing down to 2?
You know what? Not really, given that Freddie's going to be back. And I think that it's kind of, we'd be back in that same position of having the lefties back to back. And also, I just feel that there's guys that are going to perform better than they have, which Shohei will ultimately get those opportunities.
Is Teo's thing another stomach related?
Yes.
Tired of those in there?
Yes.
And when you say guys, have you noticed guys trying to cover too many parts of the plate or too many pitches? Is that one of the things that you've kind of seen over these first 2 weeks?
Yeah. Just especially more recently. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is that part of the game plan, or is that guys trying to do too much?
I think it's more of guys trying to do too much. I don't think anyone tells a hitter to try to cover the entire hitting zone and cover every single pitch. Yeah.
All right, there's Dave Roberts talking about the offensive struggles for the Dodgers the last 10 days, in particular the last 9 games, in which the Dodgers have lost 6 of those 9. When we continue here on Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, we'll check in with David Bassett, get to the latest as we lead you up to first pitch on this Monday night. Dodgers and Rockies. First pitch is 7:10. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Hey, this is Adrian Gonzalez. Daniel's Jewelers is a proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond and your family jeweler since 1948. Daniel's is giving every fan a voucher for a free team bracelet and $50 off any $99 purchase. Visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball to get your voucher. That's danielsjewelers.com/baseball. You can redeem at any of the 100 Daniel's Jewelers stores nationwide. Own the dream with Daniel's Jewelers.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today. That's alignmenthealthplan.com.
Every Dodgers legend started out as a rookie, but they went on to become the best in baseball.
Gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone. Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the ninth, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Cameron Meisner.
What is something that you snack on that you don't worry about?
I love Uncrustables. I could eat like 10 of them in one sitting.
And no regard for his body? I don't even wait till I thaw out.
Hey, put them in a toaster next time. And toast it, yep. It'll change your life.
Yeah, just an incredible play by Riley Green.
And on Saturday, April 26th versus the Pirates, get ready to throw your hands up at Dodger Stadium and celebrate LA's skipper. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Dave Roberts bobblehead presented by Kinoshita. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the Blue all season long.
Dodgers playing host to the Colorado Rockies. Start of a 3-game set as the homestand continues. Dustin May, Antonio Sensatella, the pitching matchup. Coming up, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. You'll hear from Alex Vesia. Tim and Rick will have the keys to the game. But first...
Joining Tim Cates on Dodgers on Deck.
I accept everybody for who they are.
This is Dodger Insider David Bassett.
All right, DV, we heard Dave Roberts just a few minutes ago. I sense a little frustration in his tone answering the questions about this Dodgers offense, which on paper should never have a bad game, collectively should never have a bad game. But here we are, DV. They've lost 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, and the Dodgers are not panicking. Being in that clubhouse earlier today, Tim, they're very confident that losing these 3 straight series is just part of the marathon season. But I'm sure Dave Roberts is frustrated because there's not much he can do. He can't take the at-bats for these hitters, but he certainly is stressing the fact that he wants to see more team at-bats. That means guys passing the baton. We heard this ever since Dave Roberts took over, and even when Don Mattingly was the manager. When the Dodgers are at their best, they're seeing a lot of pitches, they're taking walks and moving that lineup and turning that lineup over for guys like Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman. We haven't seen that so far consistently, and in the first 8 games when the Dodgers were 8-0, they were averaging close to 6 runs per game, but since that offense has stalled out, and there's been guys in and out, no doubt, but during this stretch of time, the Dodgers are barely scoring 3 runs a game, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that the 5 through 9 hitters are hitting below 180, so they're not getting on base, and that's a big reason why Ohtani has only come to the plate 4 times this season with runners in scoring position.
David is driven by Ford. If there's one thing we like, is choices. Find yours with the Ford F-150, gas, hybrid, all-electric, tough this smart. Can only be called F-150. Speaking of frustration, you look at Dustin May, David, making his 3rd start, and his first 2 outings hasn't gotten a lot of help behind him. He's got a sub-1 ERA, hasn't picked up a win yet in his starts against the Braves and Nationals, and really has been a guy who's gone deep into games, has figured out, even through bumpy stretches in his outings, how to get strikeouts and how to get outs in general.
Well, I know he throws hard, but he's a ground ball pitcher. When he's getting ground ball outs, that's when he's on his game, and so far he has been in his first 2 starts. And we talk about Dodger defense. Well, on nights like tonight, it's very important to have your infield being able to field the ground balls because Dustin May is that type of player. So you got Kike Hernandez at second base. You got Tommy Edman in center. So the left side of the Dodger infield and Mookie Betts and Max Muncy may be busy tonight, and they've got to be able to make the routine plays. That's all the Dodgers are expecting from Mookie Betts and Max Muncy.
When we talk about the NL West, it's the Dodgers and the Giants and the Diamondbacks, and heck, the Giants have started to make a little run here with the Padres. The Rockies are that team that we always just kind of look past, and for rightfully so. They just have not been good the last few years, and off there to a 3-12 start, David. They got swept over the weekend. Is there any positives about this team right now?
One of the good guys, former Dodger Kyle Farmer. Yeah, Kyle Farmer is now on the Rockies.
one stroked deep to left center field. That's way back there. Head of the wall. It is gone. Christian Campbell with his first major league home run. Absolutely destroys that one into the bullpen to tie the game 2-2.
1-0, gets one right down the middle. But this one here, he tries to get the ball in the air, and he drives that this kid is strong. Kev, we talked about the hips, and keeping the hands back. He creates some torque. That thing got out quick.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this.
Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
Like our championship-winning boys in blue, your Southern California Chevy dealers have star talent at every position. Leading off, the #1 selling full-size pickup in Southern California, Chevy Silverado, with 9 unique trims to choose from, including ZR2, designed for maximum off-road performance and capability. With features like an off-road cut front bumper and 2-inch factory lift, no roads are no problem. Looking for a bold and sporty high-performance pickup? That's RST. From its aggressive style to its responsive feel, it's an energizing presence that really stands out. And for the ultimate combination of luxury and capability, there's High Country, offering premium leather seating and a 5.3-liter V8 engine, so you're both comfortable and in command. Stop by and drive one home today, or shop now at SoCalChevy.com. Based on S&P Global Mobility new retail registrations using large pickup segmentation. Call 844-55-CHEVY or see dealer for details.
Step up to the plate with Jacoby & Myers, the official law firm of the Los Angeles Dodgers. With over 50 years of experience and more than $2 billion in settlements, no one hits it out of the park for clients like Jacoby & Myers. If you've been injured, let Jacoby & Myers go to bat for you. Whether it's a car accident, rideshare mishap, or any other serious incident, Jacoby & Myers will fight.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go! Here we go! And he's in! Oh, my! We got a cycle!
First cycle since Mark Grace.
Dodgers and Rockies on this Monday night. Dustin May, Antonio Cincentella, the pitching matchup. First pitch from the Ravine is coming up at 7:10.
Hot dogs here. Not a ball game without a hot dog. Who wants a hot dog?
It's time for the Hoffy Magical Moment.
It's magical.
It was magical.
Presented by Hoffy Hot Dogs.
Well, Dodgers taking on the Rockies. We go back to June 18th of last year at Coors Field in Denver. You know, a lead at Coors Field is never enough, no matter how many runs it is. Dodgers were down 5 in the 9th inning, trailing the Rockies 9-4 when they pulled the biggest comeback of the season.
Ball game in the balance right here. 2-2. Swung on, hit in the air to right center field and deep. This ball heading back. This ball's gone. It's gone. It's gone. A 3-run home run. Teoscar Hernandez and the Dodgers have come all the way back to take the lead. Oh my goodness. Absolutely incredible. It's 11-9 as the Dodgers down to their last strike. Strike big time as Teoscar hits his 18th home run of the year.
Dodgers down 9-4 in the 9th, score 7 runs to come back and win it 11-9 against the Rockies last June. Capped off by that Teoscar Hernandez go-ahead 3-run home run. Remember, he was down to his last strike, was bailed out by first base umpire Lance Barksdale on a check swing that they said he did not go around. The next pitch, he hit the go-ahead 3-run home run. This Hoffy Magical Moment brought to you by Hoffy Hot Dogs. Hoffy, SoCal's local treasure for nearly 100 years. Hoffy Hot Dogs, local and so great. When we continue here on Dodgers on Deck, we will check in with Rick Monday, and we'll get you your Prize Picks double play of the day. That's coming up to lead you up to Dodgers and Rockies on this Monday night. I'm Tim Cases, world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports star.
That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
For over 35 years, Zenshi has been perfecting the art of handcrafted sushi. Each roll, a masterpiece, is made fresh daily with precision, passion, and a tradition you can taste. Now, experience Zenshi's legendary sushi conveniently located at your local supermarket. Perfect for when you need a quality meal on the go. Lunch, dinner, a ball game? Grab Zenshi handcrafted sushi and enjoy exceptional flavor in every bite. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Fast, fresh, and easy. Pick up today at Ralph's and other local supermarkets near the deli counter.
It's Michelada Monday. It doesn't matter where you come from. It matters what you're made of. And it matters what your michelada is made of. For the ultimate michelada recipe, look no further than Modelo. It's not a michelada if it's not made with Modelo. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Steve Sachs here, and I've been telling you about Alignment Health Plan. Now that I've turned 65, I'm a proud member. Before I enrolled, I did my homework, compared health plans, and Alignment was hands down the one for me. Enrolling was simple with no pressure at all. If you're turning 65 or need a change, call Alignment for personal one-on-one guidance. Visit alignmenthealthplan.com today.
Are you following AM 570 LA Sports on Instagram yet?
I watch you on Instagram and I watch you on Twitter.
What about TikTok?
I think baseball is well suited for the TikTok generation.
Because while some prizes you win on air,
that's an exclusive.
Others are just for our internet friends.
This was a special one, fellas.
So listen all day for LA's best sports talk. But check in on social to make sure you don't miss your chance to be at the games.
I can use that to my advantage.
Just follow us at AM 570 LA Sports.
I will follow!
Everyone deserves a fast and reliable connection. One that helps better their everyday through the things they value most. Friends and family, education and career. A connection that opens pathways to opportunity and builds roads to a better future. At Spectrum, we're committed to delivering just that every single day. Because with the right connection, anything is possible. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck.
Dodgers on deck, y'all.
On the official home of LA Dodgers baseball.
It's the Dodgers and the Rockies. The start of a 3-game set as the homestand continues. Dustin May, Antonio Sensatella, the pitching matchup. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
Got him with the 2-for-1.
Hard shot to third. Throws to second on the first double play.
This is the Prize Picks double play of the day.
Are you playing Prize Picks daily fantasy sports? You should be, baseball fans. Join me and millions of others right now. Download the free Prize Picks app, and when you sign up, use the code GOBLUE, and you're going to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. When you sign up, use Go Blue. It's easy to play. You just pick more or less on at least 2 players for a shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash. Whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, first inning runs, you pick more or less at Prize Picks. Join me. Use the code GOBLUE when you sign up. Here are my 2 picks for tonight's game. Dustin May, more or less 5.5 strikeouts. More, please. More than 5.5 strikeouts for Dustin May. Mookie Betts, more or less a half a hit, a run, and an RBI combined. Come on. More. Dodgers offense is due. More for Mookie Betts, a half a hit, run, and an RBI, and more 5.5 strikeouts for Dustin May tonight against the Rockies. Again, sign up for Prize Picks. Use the code GOBLUE. Prize Picks. Run your game.
And now, joined by David Massey, here's LA Dodgers broadcaster and World Series champion Dodger, Rick Monday.
We're having a good time on this great Monday afternoon, early evening at Dodger Stadium. Rick, for the Dodgers, a golden opportunity to get back to win a series against the Rockies.
Yeah. How was your postgame show last night?
It was Rockets regular, as you like to say. Yeah.
Did you have your seatbelt fastened?
Well, I feel like the Dodgers have spoiled a lot of fans. They're just 5 months removed from winning the World Series.
Well, it is kind of strange. You look at the standings as we awoke today, and it's the Padres a game and a half in front of San Francisco, now 2.5 in front of the Dodgers. So, yeah, it's kind of a strange situation to look up and see that. There's a lot that has gone right so far this season for this Dodger ball club. There's also, if you look at the last road trip, plus the just completed first 3 games of the homestand, there's a lot to say, look, can be improved upon. The last road trip, the defense wasn't really there. The base running was not good. I thought the timely hitting wasn't really there and has not been there in 2 of the 3 games that they played against the Cubs. So this is a great time to try and turn things around. I did notice a couple of things, and we'll talk about it during the ball game too. I noticed in batting practice today, Max Muncy in particular, and not to put the spotlight just on Max, bottom third of the order is not hitting at all right now. And Max has been moved down to the 7th spot tonight. Then Kike Hernandez will start at second base. And then Andy Pages will move over to right field. But the bottom part of the order is not setting the table at all for the top part of the order. But the Dodgers need more consistency in what they have done from an offensive standpoint. My point being with Max Muncy, I noticed today in batting practice that it seemed to be a much more concentrated effort to hit the ball to left center field and up the middle more and not maybe be as pull conscious. We'll see how that works out tonight.
Rick, I've heard a lot of major league players that are successful talking about having a plan during batting practice.
Mm-hmm.
How important is that to have a plan in batting practice?
Yeah, it is very important. And we only see what is here on the field. What we do not see is inside in the batting cages. And with updated batting cages, you look at the telemetry that they can have. And there's a lot of work that goes on before they even come out. Freddie Freeman does not come out. Very seldom does he hit on the field. Shohei Ohtani does not hit on the field. That's taken inside. There's a lot of information.
Well, he's left-handed, and he hits this one with authority. That one is out of here. Juan Soto's first home run as a New York Met, a laser, and so many more to come in the next 15 years. Usually doesn't take long for Soto to hit his first home run with a new team. With the Yankees, it was his 3rd game. With the Mets, his 2nd.
Sometimes you got to let people know what neighborhood you're from. That ball is squared up.
That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. 3-0 Yankees. High fly ball, left field. Curio back. Trap. Wall. See ya. A grand slam for Aaron Judge. And the Yankees are pouring it on. High fly ball, center field. See ya. 3 home runs for Aaron Judge. They've done it again.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go, 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 go. Here we go. Go. And he's here. Oh, my. We got a cycle.
First cycle since Mark Grace.
The home of the champs, the LA Dodgers.
AM 570 LA Sports.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? It's a no-cost maintenance plan that covers all normal factory-scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. All work is performed by factory-trained technicians using genuine Toyota parts. Toyota Care will keep your new Toyota running like, well, a Toyota. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Everything you need to find your perfect Toyota is right at your fingertips at Toyota.com. Explore our full lineup of vehicles. Compare features side by side. Search our available inventory. You can even find the best local offers. Everything you need is just a few clicks away on Toyota.com. So for your next Toyota car, truck, or SUV, just visit Toyota.com. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey,
Dodger fans, the 2025 MLB season is here, and SeatGeek has your ticket to all the blue heaven on earth action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be part of every home team win. Now, whether you're buying or selling tickets to Dodger games or to any other live event in LA, SeatGeek has your seat. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of your World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Your ticket to the best game of your life. SeatGeek.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
At UCLA Health, discovery and innovation lead to the best care. Our doctors and nurses work tirelessly every day to bring you the best experience so you can live your best life. It's why we are consistently ranked as a top hospital nationwide for 35 consecutive years by U.S. News and World Report. Go to uclahealth.org to schedule an appointment today at one of over 280 locations in Southern California.
He changed the game of baseball forever.
Every game has its heroes. One of them certainly was Robinson.
And on Tuesday, April 15th, join us at Dodger Stadium versus the Rockies as we honor Jackie Robinson and celebrate the 70th anniversary of the 1955 World Championship team. The first 40,000 fans in attendance will take home a 1955 Jackie Robinson home jersey presented by UCLA Health. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions. This is Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck.
We got a new game
on your home for LA Dodgers baseball.
Dodgers and Rockies on this Monday night. Dustin May on the bump. First pitch coming up at 7:10. Heading out to the game, heading home, a little dinner with the family. Enjoy it here on the Dodgers Audio Network. How about some Zenshi handcrafted sushi? Made fresh on-site daily by professionally trained sushi chefs with precision, passion, and their tradition. You can taste it. Tuna rolls, salmon rolls, tempura shrimp rolls. They got the mango crunchy dragon rolls, my favorite. They also have poke bowls. Find out what they got. All of it. They got a huge menu. Find Zenshi near the deli counter at Ralph's. Zenshi handcrafted sushi. Always fast, fresh, and easy.
David Vassegh. And now, what will likely be Vassegh fielding insults from a Dodger player.
It's an engagement of endearment.
This is High and Tight.
We're joined right now by Mr. October of the bullpen, or one of them, one of the dogs of that Dodger bullpen, and that is the lefty himself, Alex Vesia. Thanks a lot for the time. Appreciate it.
I mean, Mr. October,
I've seen you pitch in October, Vesia.
That's a heck of a intro. Thank you.
That's what I believe. If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't say it.
All right. I appreciate that. What questions do you have in store for us today?
Well, let's start out with your personal life. You've been on social media announcing that you and your wife are expecting a brand new Vesia, your first Vesia addition to the family. How exciting is that?
Yeah, super exciting. We've had it a secret for a little while, and a few teammates have known, and then a couple, my best friend and whatnot, and then we announced it to my parents and Kay's parents on opening day, and man, that was just super special, for myself and for Kay. It's both, the first grandbaby of our family, so that was very, very special, and yeah, man, it's been very, very exciting, and we will know gender and everything like that on the 24th, so basically like 10-ish days, and then after that we'll keep knocking off days, and this baby's gonna grow, so it's gonna be fun, man. I'm very excited.
How does that just change your perspective on what you do in baseball?
Yeah, I think that now I've obviously providing for my family and whatnot is a huge objective goal, however you want to explain it. But now you have one more thing to play for, and I think that when I get to hold him or her in my arms for the first time, it's gonna be very special, and it's definitely, I got a lot to play for.
Alex Vesia is our guest. We're off and running in 2025, Alex, and the Dodger bullpen, again, has been a big part of what the Dodgers are doing right now. What's the vibe down there with this new group of guys?
Yeah, I mean, our new additions have been picking us up big time lately. It's been nice, having Ben and Jack and even Garcia, right? Just them three alone have done really great, and they learn and adapt every day, and I try my best to make sure it's loose and fun down there, and we've been having a good time. It's nice to be back in LA, have some nice weather. Road trip was kind of tough, but it's at the end of the day, we're ready to go.
When people ask about what's wrong with the Dodgers and you look at your record, it's pretty good. Do you feel like you guys have set the bar so high for yourselves that to a certain extent people are spoiled?
I mean, I'm not too sure. Obviously, it's a tough question, but at the end of the day, our job is to go out there and do the best we can and to win that day, right? And it's 162 games. We're not going to win them all, but we want to win every single game. That's at stake. So, taking it one day at a time, right? And it's very early in the year, and we're going to have ups and downs. We're going to even when you look back to last year, a lot of people had a lot of opinions. And our season turned out pretty darn good, right? So, take it one day at a time, right? And not to not get too far ahead of ourselves. And, we do have a really good group of guys here with, our leaders and the guys that are out in front. We have full faith in them. They have full faith in us, right? And that's what I think makes this team so special.
You're not a young buck anymore, Vesia. You've been here for a while. Do you feel like you're starting to evolve into that leadership role to go along with what you've learned from past veterans and current veterans like Blake Trinan?
Yeah. I mean, it's every year there's new challenges, right? There's different. Not every year is the same. I think the adversity that I've faced over the last 5 years, it's definitely helped me, right? And it's also helped me teach guys like Ben and Jack, just how to be a big leaguer, and and what might work for me might not work for them, right? But we do have a very good communication down there to where we're able to bounce ideas, topics, just anything off of each other, and with that open and honesty, knowing that like everything that I say is in good spirits, and I think that goes a long way. And every year it's a new opportunity to
1-1. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one hop the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. It's just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it. Gets good extension.
Count is 0-2. Tied at 4 in the bottom of the 9th inning.
There's a swing and a line drive into the corner. Fair ball! A walk-off winner on opening day! Look at him come out of the dugout. It's the first walk-off in Marlins.
Shakey's.com. Leading you up to first pitch on this Monday, Dodgers and Rockies. Up next, we'll dive deeper into this pitching matchup. Don't go anywhere. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
LA's best sports talk. That's a good endorsement there.
AM 570 LA Sports.
The season is underway, and what a start it's been. The boys in blue have all the bases covered, just like Hoffy with their top-quality beef franks. bacon-wrapped hot dogs, and natural casing beef frankfurter.
You can always trust the boys in blue to deliver their best, just as Angelinos have trusted Hoffy to deliver great taste and quality for nearly 100 years. Get ready for the next game by picking up your favorite Hoffy product from your local grocery store.
Hoffy, local, and so great.
Springtime in Southern California means warm weather and the return of baseball. Hi, it's Tim Cates. As the boys in blue look to run it back for another World Series championship, springtime's also a great time to make sure your car or truck are working in championship condition and running at peak performance. Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute oil change. No appointment needed. Locations throughout Southern California. Find the one nearest you at SoCalOilChange.com. Have 15 minutes? Need an oil change? Make it a Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey, it's David Vassay. Now is the time to make sure your home is primed for the season with heating products by Navien. We know Navien tankless water heaters gives us endless hot water and big savings. Navien also makes high-efficiency products that deliver comfort in the form of heat to every corner of your home. Now Navien is taking comfort to the next level by introducing a hydro furnace that provides even, high-efficiency forced air heat powered by the same proven technology as their water heating products. Visit NavienInc.com/Dodgers.
Hi, I'm Kike Hernandez. Winning a world championship is incredible, but nothing beats being a dad to my 4-year-old daughter, Penelope. Making sure she has a strong, healthy start means being present, playing, and staying patient, even when it feels challenging. First 5 California is my go-to for tips and supporting her growth and well-being, so she can thrive no matter what challenges come her way. Learn more at first5california.com.
This is Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck. On your home for the blue all season long.
Dodgers and Rockies start of a 3-game set. Dodgers trying to get back on the winning track. So are the Colorado Rockies, who got swept over the weekend and shut out on all 3 games. First pitch coming up at 7:10.
And now, before the Dodgers hit the diamond, we look at the pitching matchup.
Presented by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Antonio Sensatella, 0-2 with a 5.14 ERA. The 30-year-old veteran right-hander out of Venezuela. His 9th season in the big leagues, all with the Rockies. He's been hurt the last 2 years. ACL injury, and then Tommy John surgery. He's finally healthy. He's made 3 starts. He's given up 8 earned runs in 14 combined innings. In 17 career games, 15 starts against the Dodgers, 4-6 with a 6.08 ERA. At Dodger Stadium in 9 games, he is 1-4 with a 5.45 ERA. He's allowed 11 home runs in Los Angeles at Dodger Stadium, including a career-high 4 back in 2020. Dustin May on the mound for the Dodgers, 0-1 with a sub-1 ERA. 27-year-old right-hander, also finally healthy, making his third start this season. Last time out, 6 innings, 3 runs, 3 hits, a strikeout, just 1 loss, though, on the season, as he is 0-1. That loss came to the Nationals. He'll face the Rockies for the 5th time in his career. His 4th start, no wins, no losses, a 2.81 ERA with 13 strikeouts. He last faced the Rockies April 14th, 2021. He tossed 4 1/3 innings, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits while striking out 6 in a no decision. Dustin May, Antonio Sensatella. Dodgers, Rockies. We're 15 minutes away from first pitch. Keys to the game are next. I'm Tim Cates, the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
LA Care Health Plan is the #1 choice for Medi-Cal in LA, offering free healthcare coverage for those who meet income requirements. With LA Care Medi-Cal, you get access to leading care throughout LA County, including doctor visits, urgent and emergency care, prescription coverage, and rides to your doctor and pharmacy, all at no cost. Discover why more people choose LA Care for Medi-Cal than any other health plan. Visit lacare.org/medi-cal today. That's lacare.org/medi-cal.
That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. 3-0 Yankees. High fly ball, left field. Curio back, trap, wall. See ya. A grand slam for Aaron Judge. And the Yankees are pouring it on. High fly ball, center field. See ya! 3 home runs for Aaron Judge. They've done it again.
1-1. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one-hop the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. Hits just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lofts one deep to right center. There it goes, into the bleachers, see ya! Back to back, that one's driven deep to left field. There it goes, see ya! Back to back to back, 3-0 Yankees.
2 away, Matt Shaw. Shaw looking for that first big league hit. 0 for 6, 3 Ks so far.
Hits off the glove of Dreyer, and Matt Shaw, that's his first big league hit, saved that baseball. You don't think so?
I don't know. That might be an E1.
Looking up on the scoreboard, there are no errors listed. There it is.
Congratulations on your first big league knock, Matt.
Save that ball for Matt Shaw.
That one stroked deep to left center field. That's way back there. Head of the wall. It is gone. Christian Campbell with his first major league home run. Absolutely destroys that one into the bullpen to tie the game 2-2.
1-0, gets one right down the middle. But this one here, he tries to get the ball in the air, and he drives it. This kid is strong. Kev, we talked about the hips and keeping the hands back. He creates some torque. That thing got out quick.
Going 3-12 over their first 15 games, and after 15 games, they're 9.5 out already. Antonio Senzatella, 0-2 with a 5.14 ERA, will get the ball for Bud Black's Rockies to go against Dustin May, and May makes his third start. May took a tough luck loss last Monday, a week ago, in Washington. Allowed 3 runs, only one of them earned in 6 innings, but it was one of those tough luck decisions that he had to take. Wrong place, wrong time. His ERA still very good at 0.82.
Yeah, it's below 1, and if you look at that outing that he had a week ago tonight, that was in Washington, D.C., he went the 6 innings, and while he had only 1 strikeout, it was the second inning. There was a demise. There were 2 runs that scored, but there were also 2 errors made behind him, and I really got the feeling that Dustin May maybe turned the corner the way he was throwing in those 6 innings, a total of just 86 pitches, and hopefully he has really found his stride.
Hasn't gone very well for the Rockies, Antonio Senzatella. However, if there is a silver lining for him, he has not given up an earned run on the road this season.
Well, the other part, too, is he's been pitching out of the stretch a lot. He's given up a 4.15 average. In fact, he's worked 14 innings. 27 base hits he's already given up.
Dustin May, Antonio Senzatella, Dodgers and the Rockies. Game 1 of a 3-game set from Dodger Stadium. Lineup's first pitch not too far away, Tim.
All right, thank you guys. When the game is over, David Vassay's got you covered with all the post-game reaction, highlights, and, of course, Dodger talk as well. First pitch is next. Dustin May on the bump when we return. Enjoy it, everybody. I'm Tim Case. Has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers Audio Network.
World champions once again, my friend.
World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
This is just the beginning of this team's title window.
Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. Yeah. This has been Morongo Casino. Dodgers on deck on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network. You either with me or against me, though.
Living out their dream.
They've added even more.
Now we go for 2 in a row.
Win, 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 win. Yeah. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win.
In the backyard and dreaming about this moment.
enjoy chasing that chip. Stop. Win, 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 win.
This has been Morongo Casino Dodgers on Deck, the MVP for fun, food, and good times. Dodgers baseball is brought to you by Superior Grocers.
Quality, variety, and value.
Shakey's Pizza.
Get more meal for deal at Shakey's.com.
And by Estrella Jalisco.
Back-to-back home runs in the bottom of the ninth.
First pitch is just moments away on your home of the world champion LA Dodgers. The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Cameron Meisner gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone. Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the ninth, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Cameron Meisner.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again! The unstoppable opening day machine. Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This time, he does it in his home country.
Look out in Burner Bay.
Only 1,000 deals available per game on the AMPM app for 24 hours through September 28th. Only at participating AMPM stores while supplies last.
Deep left field, way back and gone. 2-run home run.
Join us for a vibrant Korean Heritage Night celebration at Dodger Stadium. Come out Wednesday, April 16th versus the Rockies, celebrating Korean culture and traditions. Enjoy live music and performances in Center Field Plaza. Receive an exclusive Korean Heritage Night jersey with the purchase of a special ticket package. Presented by Jinra. For tickets and information, visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Hey Dodger fans, in the game of life with its home runs, curveballs, and strikes, the LA County Department of Mental Health has you covered. If you ever feel anxious, overwhelmed, or need immediate help, we are here for you. The Department of Mental Health offers free emotional support, service referrals, and crisis counseling. Call our 24/7 helpline at 1-800-854-7771. That's 1-800-854-7771. Or visit dmh.lacounty.gov.
When it's game on, it's time for Shakey's Pizza, Chicken, and Mojo's. The triple play of flavor. With meal deal packages to feed any size group. Everyone loves it.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go, 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 go. Here we go. Go. And he's in. Oh, my. We got a cycle.
First cycle since Mark Grace.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lofts one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya! Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
2-2. Hit well. Right field. Kyle Tucker. First homer as a Cub. And they have the lead. It is 3-1. No doubter to right for number 30.
You know, it's just a matter of time. And we talk about the irrelevance of
starts at Galpin.com. Let's go to the Galpin Motors broadcast booth.
And now your voices of the LA Dodgers.
Rick Monday and Tim Neverett.
Live from Dodger Stadium, it's Game 1 of a 3-game series as the Rockies come in to face the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers. Hi, everybody. Rick Monday alongside Tim Neverett and with producer-engineer Dwayne McDonald as we get set to go. In the background, Dodgers taking the field. A little bit on the chilly side tonight. But for the Dodgers, their bats have been rather chilly, trying to warm things up. And tonight they send out the 6'6" right-hander, 27-year-old Dustin May on the mound. His third start, very good the last outing. And even though that he gave up 3 runs, they had a couple of errors made behind him. So for Dustin May, a much better outing, and hopefully that's a sign of very good things to come for him. Here's the rest of the starting lineup for Dave Roberts tonight. The Dodgers, losers of 6 of the last 9 ball games, trying to turn around. It'll be Shohei Ohtani again leading things off. He's the designated hitter. Mookie Betts is at shortstop. Freddie Freeman batting third, playing at first base. Will Smith will back cleanup. He'll do the catching. In left field, Michael Conforto. Tommy Edman is in center field tonight. Max Muncy batting 7th. He's at third base. Kike Hernandez will be at second. And Andy Pages is in right field tonight. Teoscar Hernandez is out. What Dave Roberts is saying, some type of maybe a stomach flu. He may be available tonight and hoping he'll be back in the starting lineup tomorrow. It's Antonio Senzatella on the mound for the Rockies. And for Senzatella, he's 0-2, making his 4th start. And 17 games overall against the Dodgers in the career, 15 starts, I should say. His record is 4-6 with an ERA above 6 in that period of time. Umpiring assignments, Eric Bacchus will work the plate. He'll call the balls and strikes. Crew Chief Laz Diaz at first. Mike Esterbrook umpiring at second. And Brian Onora is down at third. We'll join you same start time tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Morongo Casino. Dodgers on next show. First pitch at 7:10. All set to go. Happy to have you with us. Having to play. Here's Tim.
Thank you very much, Mo. Dustin May up on top of the hill. Big right-handed Texan getting set to face Ezekiel Tovar, the shortstop, a 241 hitter. Tovar standing in from the left side, right side rather. Rockies in the traveling road grays. The Dodgers, their traditional home whites. First pitch of the ball game is just outside for ball 1. Game at 7:10 p.m., 59 degrees the game time temperature. Brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. On ball, no strikes. The high leg kick, and the right-hander sends one home. Ball is hit in the air to center field. Backpedaling and settling under it is Tommy Edman. He makes the catch for tonight's first out. One gone for the Rockies, who, let's just say, their California trip so far has been nothing but rocky. They have not scored a run on their road trip. San Diego, they were shut out 3 straight. And here's Dustin May pitching to Nick Martini, the former Cincinnati Red. Left-handed batter takes a strike. And that's just not common. It doesn't happen very often, very rarely. Does a team get shut out in an entire 3-game series? 0-1 pitch now to Martini. That one is rope foul down the right field side for strike 2. 0-2.
The Dodgers thinks they have not been hitting. For the Rockies, their last place in runs scored, 40. And only one team has allowed more runs, that being the A's. Rockies have scored 84. So now scored 84-40.
0-2 pitch outside for a ball. And so it's the first time in Rockies franchise history they've been shut out in 3 straight games. They became the 34th team since 1901 to be held scoreless in a series of at least 3 games. 1-2 pitch. That's up high. Last team to have that happen to them, the 2017 Kansas City Royals. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Dustin May, 3rd start of the season. First base side of the rubber. He winds, kicks, fires. There's a ground ball hit to the left side. Good hop for Max Muncy near the shortstop position. Sets his feet and throws off target. The throw pulled Freeman off the bag. And that'll be an error on Max Munson, what looked to be a routine ground ball.
Well, we keep using the phrase that Dave Roberts has talked about with his ball club. There have been too many games this year already where Roberts is saying we've not played clean baseball.
Kyle Farmer's been the only guy who's been consistently hitting for the Rockies on this road trip. And he is up, former Dodger, batting from the right side, the designated hitter for Colorado. 1 on, 1 out. Pitch cut on and missed. Started him with a sinker. Well, Farmer starts the night hitting .349. He's 15 out of 43. No home runs. 3 runs knocked in. Out of the stretch for the first time tonight is Dustin May. Peeks over his shoulder at first. Now the pitch. Swung on, hit toward the right center field gap. Long run over there for Andy Pages. He'll make the grab. Pages in right field tonight with Teoscar Hernandez under the weather. And that is out number 2. The 2 gone. The third baseman, Ryan McMahon, another left-handed batter up. McMahon, .236 hitter. 2 home runs, 4 runs batted in. McMahon, born in Yorba Linda. Went to Mater Dei High School in Santa Ana, Southern California product. 2 outs, runner aboard, and the pitch. That's outside for a ball.
Man, just an outstanding athlete. What a quarterback he was also in high school.
Great program, too, to play
you better believe
quarterback at Mater Dei. Now the 1-0 to McMahon from Dustin May. Here it comes. And it's just a little outside off the plate. Another sinker. 2 balls, no strikes to McMahon.
Remember when McMahon first came up? I mean, in very early, either the first or second series he played at the big league level, getting that call up was against the Dodgers. And in that series, he did everything except drag the infield.
2-0 pitch. Swinging a ground ball wide of first, foul.
Last year, 153 games. He was really the Iron Man for this Rockies ball club. And while the average is only at .242, he does some damage. 23 home runs, 70 runs batted in.
2 down, top of the first, no score. 2-1 pitch to McMahon. Swung on a chop foul at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I had a conversation with someone also with the 70 runs batted in. Somebody said, well, someone batting in the middle of the lineup, you hit 20-plus home runs. You should have more RBIs than that. Well, consider the fact you didn't have a whole lot of runners on base. The Rockies lost 101 games last year.
They have had triple digits in losses in each of the last 2 seasons. And while it is very early, the early indications are they might be headed for another season like that. They're 9.5 out after 15 games. Now a 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a sweeper. The opposition 0 for 16 against May's sweeper this season. Nothing across. No hits, 1 error.
To mourn the loss of an athletics legend and one of the greatest players in Major League Baseball history, Rickey Henderson. Today we honor his memory with his number 24 on our backs, all season long with his number 24 on our sleeves, and forever, his legacy in our hearts. Now, please join us in a 24-second moment of silence for the late, great Rickey Henderson.
2 away, Matt Shaw. Shaw looking for that first big league hit. 0 for 6, 3 Ks so far.
And hits off the glove of Dreyer, and Matt Shaw, that's his first big league hit, saved that baseball. You don't think so?
I don't know. That might be an E1.
Looking up on the scoreboard, there are no errors listed. There it is.
Congratulations on your first big league knock, Matt.
Save that ball for Matt Shaw.
2-1. In the dirt. Gets away. Here comes Hill. He's going to score. 3 wins. 3 walk-offs to start the season.
How you can't make this stuff up.
What a way to begin the season for the Marlins.
The first place Marlins.
And all the Pirates can do is tuck their tails and get out of town. What a start for this bunch led by Clayton McCullough. They don't care how they're going to win. They'll just find a way to do it.
Shohei Ohtani will lead off for the Dodgers, to be followed by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Against right-hander Antonio Senzatella. Senzatella 0-2 and a 5.14 earned run average. And Ohtani, 273 hitter. 4 homers, 5 runs batted in. First pitch to Ohtani is outside ball 1. Sort of get a feeling things are going to take a turn for Ohtani. And I mean, relatively speaking, he's still doing well, but not Ohtani well yet. 1-0 is outside. 2 balls and no strikes from Senzatella. Senzatella making his 4th start. And one thing that really stands out, the fact that the opposition this year in his prior 3 starts are hitting .415 against him. 27 out of 65. And Ohtani is in a hitter's count right here, 2-0. Slight breeze blowing out toward the right field corner. A cool evening at Dodger Stadium. Pitch inside corner. Ohtani jumped out of the way. But it's called a strike, and it's 2-1.
Just looking at the Rockies outfield, they're playing the deepest outfield that we've seen this year.
2-1 pitch, wave and a miss at a changeup. Ohtani was way out in front. Now the count 2-2.
I realize that Shohei Ohtani is the hitter, but nonetheless, I mean, they're like prevent doubles defense.
27 hits allowed already by Senzatella. He's tied with his teammate Kyle Freeland for the most allowed in Major League Baseball so far. And he's just given up another one. As Ohtani reached for an outside curveball, pulled it to right field. That's down for a base hit and a leadoff single. Hit number 19 on the season for Shohei Ohtani.
Senzatella now the 28 hits. That comes in just 14 innings.
It's the worst mark in Major League Baseball. Dodgers really need to take advantage. Again, these are Major League clubs. You can't just walk in and say, well, we're better than you. You've got to actually win the game. But the Dodgers need to take care of business. They did last year against the Rockies. Out of the 13 meetings, the Dodgers won 10 of them. And now Betts takes a strike at the knees down the middle. 0-1 to Mookie. 288 is average, but he has absolutely pounded Senzatella. 9 for 20 with 2 home runs. He's hitting .450 against the Rockies starter in his career. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch inside 1-1. Change up again. And with the past history, you'd figure Mookie's going to get some damage done here tonight. Out of the stretch is Senzatella. Ohtani off of first. The pitch. Swung on, hammered. Deep left field. Way back it goes. It is gone. Damage done for Mookie Betts as he's hit his 4th home run of the season, and the Dodgers jump on top 2-0.
Betts wasted no time at all. And on a chilly night, and that wind blowing from left to right, hey, turned the wind around. Daniels Jewelers, proud sponsor of the Trip Around the Diamond, and has been your family jeweler since 1948. So visit DanielsJewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Pitch to Freddie Freeman, low ball one. Well, that got the crowd excited here on Hello Kitty Night. And now they're chanting Freddie, Freddie around Dodger Stadium. Great crowd here on this Monday evening. 397 feet, the home run. Came off the bat a little over 101 miles per hour. Career home run number 275 for Mookie Betts. And Freeman takes a changeup up high and on the outside corner for a strike. 2-1 to Freddie. Now Freeman hoping to get things going. Hitting just .211. A pair of home runs. He swings and lines it to right field. That's a base hit. 3 straight hits for the Dodgers in the bottom of the first.
And most remarkable, Sensatella with 3 hits now. That's 30 hits in 14 innings. He has been backing up a lot of bases.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets world-class expertise and treatment. U.S. News and World Report once again has named CHLA the #1 hospital in California. Learn more today at chla.com. Have done an absolutely wonderful job with the renovations here. Really something to see. 2-0, nobody out. Freeman at first base. Senzatella out of the stretch from the third base side of the rubber. To the belt now fires. And this ball's hit in the air deep toward the right field corner. Ranging over Nick Martini, and right where the grass and the track meet, he makes the catch for the out. Freeman heads back to first. 1 away.
I mentioned that Senzatella's not had a great career against the Dodgers. 17 games, which includes 15 other starts. And while he's 4-6, ERA above 6.
Michael Conforto, left fielder. 224, 2 home runs, 5 runs batted in. Left-handed hitter looking out at the right-hander Senzatella, who turns and throws over to first base. Michael Toglia peels it out of the dirt, and Freeman dives back safely without a tag. 1 out, 1 on. Dodgers with 2 runs in the first 2 batters. That's what they had over the last 2 games. Pitch outside, and it's now a 1-0 count to Michael Conforto. But that's just baseball. It can be so strange at times. You can't figure it out. Middle infield playing for 2. The second baseman, Adiel Amador, and the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. Pitch in for a strike to Conforto. The Rockies, by the way, have a couple of call-ups in the lineup. Zach Veen is in left field. He was just called up this week. And Amador is back from AAA Albuquerque. And today they called up a backup catcher in Braxton Fulford, who's on the bench. There's a ground ball to first, scooped up by Toley. He goes to second. They get the force there, the return to first. That's a 3-6-3 inning-ending double play. But the Dodgers get 2 runs on 3 hits. Mookie Betts with a 2-run home run. And after 1 inning at Dodger Stadium, it's the Dodgers 2, Rockies nothing.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
Escape the confines of the city for the expansive beauty.
Dodgers up 2-0, and the batter is Tommy Edman. That ball is crushed in the air to left field. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He got enough.
And it's Tommy Tanks with the first home run in Tokyo. Yeah, the first home run of the 25 campaign comes from 25. Well, that was a big-time swing for 2 strikes. Tommy Edman looking like a cleanup man up there.
1-1. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one-hop the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0.
The second brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you. UCLA Bruin, Michael Tolia leads off. Switch hitter batting left-handed. First baseman for the Rockies takes a strike, and he has had a tough time of things lately. Tolia, 27 strikeouts, 20 of them coming on the road. Now Dustin May winds, kicks, and fires the 0-1 home. It's a ground ball down to first. Freddie Freeman, underhand scoop, toss to May, covering, 1 away. 1 out for Colorado in the second.
Well, it's important also for pitchers, the ground balls hit to first base to make sure you get over in a hurry to try and save wear and tear on the ankle of Freddie Freeman. Freeman says the ankle is feeling better than it has since he injured it last year, even after the surgery, but still want to save him some track work.
Mickey Moniak, the former Angel. Left-handed hitter swings the first pitch, pops it up, shallow left. Conforto racing over toward the line. In fair territory, he makes the catch. 2 quick outs. And Mookie Betts with the home run. That's the 30th Dodger home run this season. They're now tied with the Angels for the most home runs in Major League Baseball. Hunter Freeman, right-handed hitting catcher up. 2 down, nobody on. He's hitting .209. It's 2 for his last 24 for the Rockies. Now the pitch. And he will look at a sweeper outside. Ball 1.
The home run department, you get double looks when you look at the Rockies. Only 2 teams with fewer home runs. Rockies with 9.
That's unusual considering where they play their home games. 1-0 pitch in for a strike with a sinker. Right, typically they're going to score runs. They always have been able to score runs in Colorado, largely because of the large outfield. Altitude doesn't hurt. Ball does carry still, even with the humidor, but there's just so much real estate at Coors Field. There's a sweeper fouled back for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, only the ballpark in Kansas City has more square footage that's in play than what they have at Coors Field.
2 outs, bases empty. Looking over the webbing of his glove is Dustin May. Big, tall redhead. Fires a 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Struck him out with a sweeper. First punch out of the ball game for Dustin May, and he retires the Rockies in order. That's 29 straight scoreless innings for the Colorado Rockies. The next one will tie a franchise.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lost one deep to right center. There it goes, into the bleachers, see ya! Back to back, that one's driven deep to left field. There it goes, see ya! Back to back to back, 3-0 Yankees.
Well, when we moved downtown San Diego from Qualcomm to Petco Ballpark, new uniforms were on the way, and this is the Padre home white. This jersey is from 2007, which was a career year for myself, winning a Cy Young. There's some different memories that stand out. One in this uniform against the Braves, where I struck out a Padre record 16, wearing this jersey, trying to make the Padre and the Friar faithful proud.
on top of the mountain.
On the world champion LA Dodgers Audio Network.
2-0 Dodgers, bottom of the second inning. Tommy Edman to lead off, then Max Muncy and Kike Hernandez. Edman switch hitter, batting left-handed against the righty Senzatella. Pitch is up and in, ball one. And what a start to the season Tommy Edman has had, not only offensively but defensively too. He's been on base in 14 out of 17 games. Takes inside for a ball. 2 balls, no strikes to Edman. .250 average, leads the club in homers and RBIs. 6 home runs, 14 runs batted in. And the 2-0 is in there for a called strike. Fastball at 94. Outfield playing Edman maybe a step or two toward left center field. And the pitch swung on and missed out in front of the changeup. That's the one thing that Senzatella really has going for him is his changeup. Does get a lot of swings and misses, but it's his other stuff that gets hit. In fact, the 30 hits he's allowed now are the most in Major League Baseball. The Dodgers certainly aren't done. This is just the second inning. Edman fights off an inside pitch and fists it back to the screen. 2-2 to Tommy.
It's a good pitch to be following up a changeup. Good fastball right in on the knuckles.
Senzatella gets the sign from Goodman. Goodman sets the target. Senzatella kicks, delivers. That's up high. 3-2 to Tommy Edman. Edman 16 hits, 64 at bats. One thing he hasn't done is get a double. 3-2. Swings and misses and strikes out of the changeup. First Dodger to strike out in the ball game, and there's one away. Work hard and play hard in a new Tacoma with an iForce turbocharged engine. It's a truck built for the bold. See your Toyota dealer today. They make it easy. Well, for Max Muncy, time to get going. He knows it. Hitting 176. He has struck out the second most times in baseball. 24 times, only behind the Rockies' Michael Toglia with 27. And the changeup swing and a miss.
I watched Muncy in batting practice. He really seemed to be concentrating on trying to hit the ball left center field, stay on a little bit longer. He's out in front of that changeup.
Oh, one is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Back-to-back changeups to start off Muncy in this at bat.
Interesting, too, as a lifelong left-handed hitter. You took BP, I don't know, 50,000 times. How often did you work on going the other way?
It depends on how well the swing is going.
1-1 is down and in. 2-1.
There are times that you get fidgety, that maybe you're jumping at the ball. You don't really pick it up that well. There are other times you see the ball as if it is a balloon coming up. Now, those days don't really pop up that often.
2-1 pitch. Max swings and misses at the changeup. So that's the saving grace right now for Senzatella. He got Ohtani to swing and miss at it. He got Will Smith to swing and miss at it. Edman and now Muncy. And a 2-2. And that hit him. Got him on his right leg. So the Dodgers with a base runner and 1 out and a hit batsman. And Max trots down to first.
Right now, Max may be willing to trade a bruise to get on base.
Kike Hernandez, he's kind of an enigma at the plate, too, because he's got 5 hits. 4 of them are home runs. Kind of a do-or-die hitter at this point in the season.
Yeah, and I think at times this swing has gotten a little bit too big, a little too long.
But he's done well against Senzatella. He swings at the first pitch. It's a fly ball, not very deep to right. Over is Martini near the line. And he grabs it for the out. So 1 pitch out to Kike Hernandez. And there are 2 down for the Dodgers with Andy Pages coming to the plate. Pages batting 9th, playing right field. With Teoscar Hernandez out of the lineup tonight. Teoscar's got a stomach bug going on. And he may or may not be available to pinch hit late if they need him. We won't know until we actually see. But Andy takes a strike. Paez hitting 149. A pair of home runs, both of them solo shots. 7 for 47 overall. 2 down, a man aboard. 2-0 Dodgers, bottom of the second inning. Senzatella's pitch. Inside a little bit too much with the fastball. That's called a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Looked like it might have caught some plate, but Eric Bacchus, the home plate umpire, didn't agree. Ohtani's on deck. And here comes the 1-1 delivery from Antonio Senzatella. Swing and a miss at a sinker inside.
Well off the plate inside.
So the count's probably where it should be anyway. 1-2. Sometimes that happens where things even up.
Yeah, try and convince a hitter of that.
Here's a 1-2 pitch now. And it's in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got to figure he's going to speed dial him here with a changeup at some point.
I've had a theory on that for years and years. The guys that are saying, hey, things even out, are the guys that are hitting 320, 330.
For the other guys, don't always even out. 2-2. Broken back ground ball right side. Amador is there. Second baseman flips on to first, and that's the inning. No runs, no hits, 1 left, no Rockies errors. We go to the third at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 2, Rockies.
To mourn the loss of an athletics legend and one of the greatest players in Major League Baseball history, Rickey Henderson. Today we honor his memory with his number 24 on our backs, all season long with his number 24 on our sleeves, and forever his legacy in our hearts. Now please join us in a 24-second moment of silence for the late great Rickey Henderson.
2-1. In the dirt, gets away, here comes Hill, he's gonna score, 3 wins, 3 walk-offs to start the season.
How you can't make this stuff up.
What a way to begin the season for the Marlins.
The first place Marlins.
And all the Pirates can do is tuck their tails and get out of town. What a start for this bunch led by Clayton McCullough. They don't care how they're gonna win, they'll just find a way to do it.
Absolute tank, right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run.
And the question is, without the fans, would have it been a home run?
After review, they're calling the field stands. Home run.
Yeah, like I said, an absolute tank.
Continues on its official home.
2-0 Dodgers, top of the third inning. Zach Veen, the left fielder, left-handed hitter, facing Dustin May. Muncy off the bag at third and in on the grass. Mookie Betts playing near the second base bag, and Veen very late on a sinker, swing and a miss, 0-1. Veen called up this week from AAA Albuquerque. He was the 9th overall pick, first rounder during the 2020 draft. And Rockies fans are excited to have him up with the big club finally. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Again, looked late on a fastball at 95.
Well, he has the bat initially over the shoulder, and the bat is really along his back. You know, last year he started in rookie ball, then went to A ball, then double A, and then to triple A. 4 different levels.
He's made a quick rise. And an 0-2 pitch. There's the sweeper taken for strike 3. Backdoor. And Veen was not there to answer it. He goes down looking. 3rd strikeout for Dustin May. And the first one looking. So 1 down here in the 3rd.
And Tim, that's where the difference is. I mean, you start to go 4 classifications. Again, rookie, A, double A, triple A. And up here, guys can throw any particular pitch at any count and get it over.
Amador, switch hitter, batting left. Swings and lifts this one foul out of plate on the third base side for strike 1. Amador just 0 for 3 in the big leagues.
He was called up the final 10 games of the season a year ago.
Well, one pitch to him, missed outside.
Which I think that's a good thing as a young player, because you get a sneak preview of maybe how difficult this level can be.
The line by May, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, pretty good one, too. Another good sweeper. And it's 1-2.
Well, Amador is all the way at the bottom of the bat. In fact, he has his left-handed batter, so right hand is the bottom hand. And he has his little finger wrapped around the knob of the bat, or just a little bit below it.
May shrugs his shoulders, now goes into the wind. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Got him with a sinker. That's his 4th strikeout, but the first that's not on a sweeper. And there are 2 down. And back to the top of the order, Ezequiel Tovar.
Well, friends, you can shop the new Dodgers World Series Champion Collection at MLBshop.com. That's right, embellished with gold accents and scripts. You can get the gear that celebrates the glory of last season's journey.
Second time up for Tovar. He flied to center. And his first at bat, he jumps out of the way of a sweeper that was inside. Tovar, right-handed hitter. Very good player, really good defensive player. Young, and he'll be the centerpiece of that Rockies defense for a long time, you would suspect. Now the kick in the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Just rifled a two-seamer past him. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rockies are 1 out away here from tying a franchise record of futility. Now the 1-1 pitch to Tovar. Swinging a ground ball to short. Mookie's got it. He will fire it on to first in time to get him. And that ties a dubious Denver baseball record. 30 straight scoreless innings. The Rockies have not put a run on the board in 30.
Here's Betts hitting a fly ball to left center field. Green to the track, to the wall. Gone! Got just enough! And here in the 8th, the Dodgers have just enough. Golf swung left field and turns out the lights. He rings the bell with a 3-run walk-off home run. Gold that blew heaven on earth.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
2-2. Hit well, right field. Kyle Tucker, first homer as a Cub, and they have the lead. It is 3-1. No doubter to right for number 30.
You know, it's just a matter of time. And we talk about the irrelevance of spring training statistics and performance, and he really scuffled throughout spring training. But the lights are on. It's time to go, and he's going.
That one stroked deep to left center field. That's way back there. Head of the wall. It is gone. Christian Campbell with his first major league home run. Absolutely destroys that one into the bullpen.
Into the upper deck.
Back to the boys in blue. The world champion LA Dodgers audio network. Never gets old.
Leads off the Dodger third. First ball swinging, fouls it back. He got a fastball he could handle on the inner half, but just nicked it with the wood of the bat. 0-1 to Ohtani, who is 1 for 1. Had a base hit in the first on a 2-strike pitch. And scored on the Mookie Betts home run. Dodgers up 2-0. Senzatella winds and delivers. It's in the dirt. Comes up off the dirt and hits catcher Hunter Goodman right square in the mask. So he's up, shaking off the cobwebs. And the home plate umpire, Eric Bacchus, looking like he might want to clean home plate, but then not. He just gave Goodman a second to get his faculties back together. 1 ball, 1 strike to Shohei. Senzatella ready to throw. And the pitch. And it's on the inside part of the plate. Ohtani backed way out. Pitch could have been off the plate inside, but it's called a strike. And the count 1-2 to Ohtani. Ohtani pinwheels the bat, holds it up high, and out over the plate. Now the 1-2 from Senzatella to Shohei Ohtani. Way inside. That backed him up quite a bit. And the fans letting Senzatella hear all about it.
Well, okay, so you have 2 pitches that are inside. Does this set up the changeup?
Well, he hasn't thrown it yet this at bat. 2-2. Oh, that was hooked down the right side. And it's foul. He got right around on it, and it was the changeup.
It was the changeup.
2-2 the count to Ohtani. Senzatella doesn't want to throw it in there again. Target set outside. There it goes. And he hits it high and deep to center field. This ball's back. It is gone. A home run. Shohei Ohtani. His 5th of the season. Oh, what a majestic blast to dead center field for Shohei Ohtani. And the Dodgers lead it 3-0.
Well, that one had Rocky Mountain High altitude. Daniel Jewelers, proud sponsor of the trip around the diamond all season long, has been your family jeweler since 1948. So we encourage you to visit danielsjewelers.com/baseball for a free baseball bracelet and $50 off a $99 coupon.
Here's Betts, who hit a home run his last time up. His 3rd career homer against Senzatella. 408 feet on the Ohtani blast. And a strike called to Mookie, 1-1.
That was the distance from home plate. They went 500 feet into the altitude.
Well, you kind of had a feeling after he hooked that one to right, he just annihilated it. And Mookie hits one to right. That's slicing out of play. 1-2 to Betts. Well, Senzatella came in his first 3 starts allowing 2 home runs. He's allowed 2 home runs in the first 3 innings of this ball game tonight. Nobody out. 3-0 Dodgers here in the 3rd. And Mookie hits a hot shot to short. Great backhand stab by Tovar. 1 hop to first. Tolia's got it. Mookie is out. 6-3 the put out, 1 away. At AM/PM, when the Dodgers steal a base at home, you score a free hot dog and any 12-ounce Slim Coca-Cola. Redeem your free feast in the AM/PM app. Let's play ball. AM/PM, too much good stuff. Freddie Freeman 1 for 1. Left-handed batter now hitting .250. He swings and cracks one deep to right. This ball heading back. This ball's off the wall. Freeman around first. He's lumbering towards second. He'll be in standing with a double. Freeman's 2nd double of the season. He is 2 for 2 in the ballgame.
Well, top of the order, the bats are alive. That's 5 hits spread among the first 3 batters, and the only out was a rocket hit to shortstop on a terrific backhanded play by Tovar off the bat of Mookie Betts in this inning.
Senzatella battered and bruised early in the ballgame. 5 solid hits for the Dodgers. 3-0 the score. 1 out. Freeman at second. Will Smith takes a strike. Will is 0 for 1. Flying to right first time up. Ohtani led the inning off with a home run. Stretch check of second. Senzatella delivers in the dirt for a ball.
Looking at Ohtani, Tim, just going back to yesterday, for example, including tonight. He's led off both innings in tonight's game. He led off 3 of the 5 at-bats in yesterday's ball game. I mean, top of the order, top of the order goes up, and there's been nobody on base recent games.
1-1, that's hit hard on the ground through the hole left side, a base hit. Freeman will stop at third, and Will Smith is aboard with his first hit of the game. Third hit of the inning for the Dodgers.
So 3 of the 5 at-bats last night, Ohtani led off an inning, and twice already in 2 at-bats today. So
well, they'll have a meeting on the mound now. The Rockies want to talk some things over before Michael Conforto comes up. And this mound visit is brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice.
Is this to talk over pitching, or is this to give the outfielders a breather?
You've got a point there. I think maybe the latter.
The reason I bring that up, been there, done that.
Yeah, you know. Well, Eric Backus, the home plate umpire, goes out and says, all right, guys, you've been out long enough. That 30-second clock, that doesn't really mean anything, has expired. And let's get back to play. Senzatella, 6 hits, a third of those home runs. Facing a situation now with runners at first and third, 1 out. And Conforto hit into an inning-ending double play in the first. Middle infield playing for 2 for Colorado. The stretch and the pitch. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. Started Conforto off with a fastball. Senzatella ready to go. Runners off first and third on the 0-1. And Conforto takes outside. Senzatella came with the changeup. Tommy Edman on deck. 3-0 Dodgers, bottom of the third inning. And the base paths have been busy so far for the boys in blue. 1-1. It's in the dirt. Buried a changeup, and it's now 2-1. And he's going to be relying on that pitch. He has to, because that's really the only one he's getting any positive action on in terms of swings and misses.
Good block also by Goodman, the catcher. That ball bounced in front of home plate.
2-1 strike pitch. Conforto lets it go high, and it's 3-1. The wave makes its way around Dodger Stadium. Another great crowd tonight. 50,000 or better in here on this Monday night. First of 3 against the Rockies. 3-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. Amador flips to second. Tovar with a good catch, throws on to first. And Michael Conforto has hit into 2 inning-ending double plays. Dodgers get a run on the home run by Ohtani. 3 hits and 1 man left at the end of 3 full. It's the Dodgers 3, Rockies nothing.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570 LA Sports.
I can afford to. Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lost one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya! Back to back to back. 3-0 Yankees.
Cameron Meisner gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone! Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the ninth, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri. Cameron Meisner.
Absolute take, right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run.
And the question is, without the fans, would have it been a home run?
After review, they're calling the field stands. Home run.
Yeah, like I said, an absolute tank.
To mourn the loss of an athletics legend and one of the greatest players in Major League Baseball history, Rickey Henderson. Today, we honor his memory with his number 24 on
fourth inning, 3-0 Dodgers. 3 runs on 6 hits, couple of home runs. Benson Ohtani. And now Dustin May facing the right fielder, Nick Martini. First ball swinging. It's driven into right center field. That's a base hit. It's going to split the outfielders and go to the wall. Martini around first, and he'll stop at second with a leadoff double. First hit for the Rockies in the game. And Martini's first double. Again, they have tied a franchise record for the most number of innings without scoring a run. It's 30. Go back to September 30th through October 3rd of 2010 was the time the Rockies set that bad record, one they don't want to have. Kyle Farmer takes a strike. Farmer flied to right. He's 0 for 1. Got a man in scoring position. And nobody out in the top of the fourth. May looks over at second base, and out of the stretch will deliver home to Kyle Farmer. Going to swing a slow roller down to third. That's a fair ball. Backhanded along the line by Muncy. Throws to first in time to get him. And it holds the runner at second base. 1 out. Good play by Muncy.
Number 24. Hey, friends, looking ahead, the first 40,000 fans in attendance tomorrow night against the Rockies are going to receive a Jackie Robinson replica 1955 home jersey celebrating the 70th anniversary of the World Championship presented by UCLA Health. Come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Well, 1 down, 1 on. Ryan McMahon, left-handed hitting third baseman up. And he takes a sweeper for a strike right through the back door. Three runs on 6 hits for the Dodgers. No runs, 1 hit for the Rockies. Dustin May fires home the 0-1 to McMahon. And it is fouled down the right field side. First base side into the far end of the Rocky dugout. And it's 0-2 to McMahon, who struck out swinging on a sweeper in the first inning. Leadoff double for Nick Martini. He gets off of second base. Mookie Betts playing behind him and toward the bag. Deep at third.
Man, the infield is playing to pull, but the outfield is the opposite way.
And Tommy Edman playing over toward the left center field gap. Conforto toward the left field line. And May delivers 1-2. Swing and a foul back. And the sweeper. We've seen him really rely on that pitch. Big slider. He gets a ton of horizontal break on it. It's really, really something when you see it over and over in person. Martini dancing off of second. Now the pitch. Swung on, fouled away to the left and out of play. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the world champion Los Angeles Dodgers audio network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Stretch on the 1-2 pitch. Up high. Throw down to second by Smith. And diving back in plenty of time is Martini. 2-2 the count. Martini leading at second base. Dustin May ready. Now checks second. He'll come home to McMahon. 2-2. Swung on and looked like a foul tip perhaps, but either way it's strike 3. And McMahon has gone down on strikes for the second time. 5th strikeout in the game for Dustin May. And it came on a sweeper. So all but one of his strikeouts tonight has been on that pitch. And Michael Toglia, 0 for 1, grounded out to Freddie Freeman at first base in the second inning. The pitch. Sweeper in there just a little low for ball 1. Came in just below the knees. Toglia is one of 3 different UCLA Bruins on the Rockies roster. Right-handed pitcher Jake Bird. Outfielder Sean Bouchard also. Next offer comes in low, and it's 2-0. May falls behind Toglia. 2 balls and no strikes. Long pause by May. Now the delivery, and the sweeper cut on and missed. Goes down and into the left-handed hitter.
Taylor just continues to pull off the ball during the swing.
Two balls, 1 strike. Tolio waits. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed. Fastball 95 right by him. 2-2. Seems like some of the Rockies hitters, Tolio included. I think about Zach Veen also. Very late on the firm stuff from Dustin May. He looks back at second, comes home 2-2. Sweeper tried to come into the back door. He wanted it. It was a borderline pitch. And May kind of jumped around a few times on top of the pitching mound thinking, oh, he Thought he had it, but he didn't get it. Pittsburgh, Paul Skeens got the win. Beat Brad Lord 10-3. Pirates win it at home over Washington. Pitch to Pages. He swings. It's a high fly ball to right center field. Going back after it, Nick Martini. He makes the catch. Tagging from second and heading to third is Muncy. And holding at first is Kike Hernandez. So Pages moves a runner up 90 feet, and here comes Ohtani. As the song says, he's feeling good. He's 2 for 2. Scored twice. Single and a home run for Ohtani. And this will be another mound visit for the Rockies. It's brought to you by Jacoby and Myers, because everyone deserves justice. Now, this is a chance where the Dodgers have a chance to just open this game right up. Leading 3-0. And Senzatella probably doesn't need to be reminded to be careful with Ohtani. However, you can never be too careful with him if you're an opposing pitcher.
Well, the other part, too, is you look at the on-deck circle, you got Mookie Betts. Had a 2-run home run in the first inning, and then hit a rocket on one hop. Backhanded, nice play by Tovar and shortstop to turn away a base hit bid, his second up.
Well, what's important for Ohtani here is he comes up with 2 men on. Senzatella out of the stretch. Runners lead first and third. And the pitch. And it's outside low ball 1. Jimmy Herget, a right-hander, starting to loosen up in the Rockies bullpen. Dodgers leading 3-0, bottom of the 4th inning. 2 on, 2 out. The 1-0 pitch. Ohtani takes outside, and it's 2-0. Just another changeup off the plate. Ohtani in a great count here. 2 balls, no strikes. Senzatella set at the belt. The Rocky right-hander deals, and that is low ball 3. Another changeup. So either he's just missing with the changeup, or the Rockies are going to pick their poison and pitch around Ohtani with Betts on deck, which is never a good gamble. And a 3-0. And that one is snapped in there for a strike taken by Ohtani.
I'm surprised that was a fastball after 3 consecutive changeups.
It was a get-me-over fastball. 3-1. And that's in there for a strike. He came back with a changeup. So now the count full, 3-2. Kike will run from first. Shohei hitting .402 in his career against the Rockies. There goes Hernandez on the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit high in the air, deep to right center field. Going back on it, and this ball is caught. Both outfielders, Moniak and Martini, converged, and one of them came up with it. Looked like it was Moniak right up against the wall, as Ohtani missed it by a couple of feet. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. At the end of 4 full, it's the Dodgers 3.
That one's driven deep to left field. There it goes. See ya. 3-0 Yankees. High fly ball, left field. Curio back. Trap. Wall. See ya. A grand slam for Aaron Judge. And the Yankees are pouring it on. High fly ball, center field. See ya. 3 home runs for Aaron Judge. They've done it again.
I'm going to throw out a restaurant kitchen term to you, and then hit me with a baseball one. I'll start first.
Okay.
Mise en place.
Oh, mise en place. That is, as the chef, you put all your different ingredients out kind of before you start cooking, right?
You got it, man. Yeah. That's the most important
That's a tough one. I hear this one a lot because of my name, can of corn.
Easy fly ball.
Dodgers up 2-0, and the batter is Tommy Edman. That ball is crushed in the air to left field. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He got enough.
And it's Tommy Tanks with the first home run in Tokyo.
Yeah, the first home run of the 25 campaign comes from 25. Well, that was a big-time swing for 2 strikes. Tommy Edman looking like a cleanup man up there.
Dustin May back to work as we start the 5th inning. Dodgers a 3-0 lead. As May will face the center fielder, Mickey Moniak, left-handed batter. Throws one outside, ball 1. 11 swings and misses already tonight for Dustin May. 6 strikeouts. And that's tied for the second most he's ever had over 4 innings of a start in his career. 1-0 pitch. In there for a called strike. He's allowed just the 1 hit. That was the leadoff double to Nick Martini last inning, but Martini stayed at second base as May took care of the next 3 batters in order, striking out 2. Now 1-1 to Moniak. Swung on, broken bat bouncer on the right side of the infield, barehanded by Hernandez. He throws to first in time to get him. What a play by Kike.
You either barehanded and throw on the run, or you had no chance to get the runner at all. What a wonderful play.
Not very easy to make.
I mean, you consider the fact, first of all, on the dead run, you're coming in, you barehand the ball that is already spinning, and you don't have time to grip it across seams. You grab it and throw it. Nice play.
Oh, 1 out. Here's Hunter Goodman, the catcher, right-handed batter, hits a hot shot on the ground to Muncy. Muncy up with it, throws on to first. And 1 pitch out there. There are 2 away. Zach Veen, number 8 hitter in the order, left fielder, struck out looking. His first time up. Left-handed batter, peeking out at Dustin May, who is having himself quite an evening tonight. This is his 52nd pitch of the game. Veen tries to push a bunt down the third base side, trying to get a man on any way he can. With 2 outs, it lessens your chances of doing anything once the batter runner reaches first, but he's trying something to get on. Turns out to be a strike. Once he comes in to the lip of the infield grass, hands on his knees as he peeks in at the hitter. 0-1 pitch from May. Swung on and missed. A 4-seamer up high right by him. And again, if you're reading swings, Veen has been a little bit behind the clock here. So we wouldn't be surprised to see another fastball or maybe a backdoor sweeper. We'll see. 0-2 pitch from May. Fastball, ground ball to the right side. Couple of shuffle steps to his right. Kike throws onto first. And Veen is out, and that is 32 straight scoreless innings for the Rockies. And for Dustin May, well, the Redhead's on fire tonight on the mound.
Dodgers up 2-0, and the batter is Tommy Edman. That ball is crushed in the air to left field. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He got enough, and it's Tommy Tanks with the first home run in Tokyo. Yeah, the first home run of the 25 campaign comes from 25. Well, that was a big-time swing for 2 strikes. Tommy Edman looking like a cleanup man up there.
Please welcome 2025 National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki. Wow. Great pitch, Ichiro.
And congratulations on your well-deserved induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. We cannot wait to celebrate you all season long.
Of the Los Angeles Dodgers and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. The accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Dodgers 3, Rockies nothing. Mookie Betts to lead off against Senzatella. And Senzatella deals outside ball 1. Mookie 1 for 2, a 2-run homer in the first. And he grounded out, hit a rocket down to the shortstop Tovar in the third inning. Tovar made a great backhanded play. And Mookie will take a strike here. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Betts looks out. Senzatella moves the pitch toward the plate, and it's outside.
There's been one error. That was by the Dodgers. First inning by Max Muncy, but other than that, I'll tell you from both sides, the defense has been outstanding.
2-1 to Betts. Swings, fouls it off to the right and up into the seats. Rockies have sat down Jimmy Herget, the right-hander, and they've got a left-hander up, Luis Peralta, now throwing in their bullpen. 81 pitches for Senzatella. Here's 82. 2-2 grounded to third, right along the line. It's off the glove of McMahon, and Mookie around first. He's charging for second, and he'll make it standing up. It looked like McMahon tried to backhand it, and the ball took a hop and just ramped up off the heel of his glove and went in foul territory. And Mookie is aboard and in scoring position to start the Dodger fifth.
Yeah, 3-hopper down the line, and McMahon went to the backhand, but that ball came up and glanced off the back of the left wrist of McMahon.
Well, that'll be scored a double for Mookie Betts. That'll be his second.
Yeah, even if McMahon is able to stop the ball, he would have been in foul territory to turn around and try and throw Betts out at first.
And now Freddie Freeman takes a strike on the outside corner. When you're looking to see what's a double, what's an error, something like that, it's ordinary effort. Could he have made the play with ordinary effort? And if you answer the question, that'll give you your answer on how it should be scored. 0-1 pitch, swing and a chopper foul back to the backstop.
Yeah, because had he made that play, it would have been extraordinary.
Either way, Mookie will take it. He's standing there at second base, and Freddie trying to add on. No outs. Runner at second, bottom of the fifth. And the stretch by Senzatella. Peeks back at Betts, now comes home, and Freeman watches a curveball get buried in the dirt. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, the silhouette of the San Gabriels has been put to bed for the evening. Night sky falling over Dodger Stadium on a crisp evening. And the pitch outside, and it's now 2-2. Great April weather here. We were lucky when we went out east, weren't we, though, to Philadelphia and Washington with the weather we got this time of the year?
It was chilly. But it did not rain.
But it was dry.
Not much.
2-2. Freeman hits it on the ground to Tolia. The first baseman grabs it in the hole. Now he'll reverse direction, step on first, and advancing from second to third is Mookie Betts. A 1-out runner at third for Will Smith.
Nice little neat play also by Tolia at first base. Now the infield has to come in and try and choke off the run on a ground ball.
Yeah, Tolia, once he realized he had the ball in the webbing, he stared at Betts, but he had to go get the out. And then when he reversed direction and started heading back to first, that's when Mookie took off for third. Infield in, outfield straight up, 1 down, Will Smith up. Pitch to Will, little tapper up the first base side, foul. And with 1 out, Mookie running on contact, but he will have to head back to third base. The Dodgers outscored 20-2 over the last 2 days, but The great thing about baseball and the way that guys are raised in the game is yesterday is a distant memory, and we just put it behind them. Next offer to Smith. Slider just off the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike.
It's like the song. That was yesterday, and yesterday's gone.
Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. No, you got to think about today, though, before you think about tomorrow. 1-1 pitch. Outside, 2-1.
It's difficult to tell you that yesterday is gone if you're in the slump.
But it's true, though. I mean, how often... Yeah, okay, the slump thing I get, but a team loss. How quickly do you just flush that and move on to the next day?
You have to come back with a positive attitude.
And a 2-1 pitch. And Will hits a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit past the diving Tovar. Smith is driven in a run. Mookie scores. It is 4-0. Will Smith is 2 for 3. That's his 8th run batted in.
Here comes Bud Black.
And that's going to do it for Antonio Senzatella. As the Dodgers have put their 4th run on the board. When the Dodgers score 4 or more, they are 8-2 on the season, so they're well on their way. As the Rockies starter gets chased out of the ballgame, left-hander Luis Peralta will come in when we return after this pitching change timeout. The score with 1 out in the bottom of the 5th inning. The Dodgers 4, Rockies nothing.
Ford employs the most American auto workers in the U.S. They also...
To mourn the loss of an athletics legend and one of the greatest players in Major League Baseball history, Rickey Henderson. Today we honor his memory with his number 24 on our backs, all season long with his number 24 on our sleeves, and forever his legacy in our hearts. Now please join us in a 24-second moment of silence for the late great Rickey Henderson.
Please welcome 2025 National Baseball Hall of Famer, number 51, Ichiro Suzuki. Wow. Great pitch, Ichiro. And congratulations on your well-deserved induction into the National Baseball Hall of Fame. We cannot wait to celebrate you all season long.
Hit well, right field, Kyle Tucker. First homer as a Cub, and they have the lead. It is 3-1, no doubter to right for number 30.
It was just a matter of time, and we talk about the irrelevance of spring training statistics and performance, and he really scuffled throughout spring training, but the lights are on. It's time to go, and he's going.
Luis Peralta is the new pitcher for the Rockies. Dodgers up 4-0. 1 out, 1 on, bottom of the 5th. This pitching change brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. And Michael Conforto on his way to the plate. Conforto is the guy who snake bit in this one tonight. He's 0 for 2, hit into 2 double plays. And the chances of him hitting into a third are pretty slim. Well, Peralta from the left side against the left-hander. And the pitch outside for a ball. Peralta taking over for Senzatella, who went 4 1/3, 9 hits to the moment, 4 runs. Book still open on him. 1 walk, 1 strikeout. And Conforto waves and misses at the next offer.
For Peralta's 7th appearance, he's done a very good job batting average-wise. Lefties have hit actually a little bit higher, 182. Right-handers just below 170.
Peralta set, glove up by his chin. Now the lefty fires home. It's a high fastball. Foul tipped into the glove of Hunter Goodman. Began his major league career with a 13-game scoreless streak, longest by a Rockies reliever. That was last year. And a 1-2. That's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Conforto. Tovar, the shortstop, close to the second base bag. Amador, double play depth, 1 out in the pitch. That's way up high for a ball. Full count, 3-2.
Peralta 8 days ago had to leave the ball game. He was hit by a line drive.
He digs in, middle of the pitching rubber. Looks over at first, but he'll kick and come to the plate. 3-2 is high ball 4, and Conforto has drawn a walk. Peralta right out of the bullpen, walks the first man he faces. And with what's happening with the Rockies, one guy that, over the years you get to know, been a long-time manager of Major League Baseball, Buddy Black, who's with the Padres for a long time, and then, of course, with the Rockies now for a while. Long-time pitcher, left-hander. But you just scratch your head and wonder what's going on in Colorado because they just cannot find a way to win. They've won there in the past, but Tommy Edman drives one to slight right center field. Over there is Moniak. He'll make the catch and get the ball back on the infield for the second out. But, you kind of feel for Buddy Black. I mean, you're 15 games into the season. You're already 9.5 out. You come off back-to-back 100-loss seasons, and you pretty much run the same lineup out there. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. Pitch up high to Muncy. Muncy looking for a hit. He's been hit by a pitch and drawn a walk. 2 on, 2 out. Will Smith at second base drove in Mookie Betts after a leadoff double by Betts. And the inside pitch backed away was Muncy. Now it's 2-0. But you think of the way the Rockies in 2007 turned the baseball world on its ear, surprising everybody through September. Swing and a miss by Muncy. And they won 20 out of 21 games to put themselves in position to play a game number 163. Won that game and then worked their way all the way to the World Series. 2-1, that's outside. They were swept by Boston in 07, but still won the National League pennant when everybody in late August had already counted them out.
I tell you, that was such a fabulous run to watch in the final month of the season. It's like the Rockies, it seemed every night they were winning.
3-1 pitch. Outside ball 4, and the bases are loaded. Muncy has been on base all 3 times. Smith trots down to third, and Conforto over to second. Picking their way down to the bottom of the order. Kike Hernandez 1 for 2. Singled in the 4th. And now another mound visit. As we look over from the first base dugout, Darryl Scott, the pitching coach, has been wearing out a path, about as much of a path as you're allowed to wear out with limited mound visits. He's seen his left-handed reliever come out of the bullpen, face 3 men, walk 2 of them, and load them up for Kike. Hernandez coming to the plate with his cherry apple red spikes. They are bright.
Well, yeah, the relievers come in. He's faced 3 batters. He's walked 2 of the 3. Control's been kind of so-so, obviously. Hunt first pitch. Look the zone. Look a certain pitch. If you get it, pound it.
Bases full of Dodgers. 2 outs. Pitch to Kike. That's way high and outside. Trying a curveball. Never came back down.
Now even more so. Hunt this pitch. He just tried to cross you up, throw a breaking ball, missed by more than a foot.
1-0, and Kike hits a high fly ball, shallow center. Coming in is Moniak, who settles under it right where the grounds crew has eloquently mowed the numbers 4 and 2 into the center field grass for 42 for Jackie Robinson Day tomorrow. So that'll do it, Dodgers.
Cameron Meisner gets into this one, a long drive deep to right. That baby's gone! Home run, and the Rays win it 3-2. Cameron Meisner jumped on the first pitch, his first career home run. Meisner has ended this one in dramatic fashion. First pitch, bottom of the ninth, a walk-off home run. The pride of Poplar Bluff, Missouri, Cameron Meisner.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again! The unstoppable opening day machine! Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This time, he does it in his home country.
Look out in Burnet Bay.
Mackenzie Gore to the mound. Fastball down and in for the strikeout. Down and away. So that's 3 straight and number 5. Oh, that's on the inside edge. 10 strikeouts now.
13 strikeouts. A new Nationals opening day record for Mackenzie Gore. He'll depart the mound to a standing ovation to the first base side. 6 one-hit shutout innings for Gore against the Phillies.
San Manuel. San Manuel is now Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel. Find out more at Yamava.com.
Top of the 6th inning. 4-0 Dodgers with the lead. Number 9 hitter Ariel Amador made his season debut yesterday in San Diego, called up from AAA Albuquerque. Left-handed batter facing Dustin May, who is rolling tonight. First pitch outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Amador struck out swinging on a 2-seamer in the 3rd. Muncy in on the grass, and the pitch by May. Inside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. For the Dodgers, 4 runs on 9 hits. For the Rockies, no runs, 1 hit. The only hit has come off the bat of Nick Martini. That was in the 4th inning when he led off with a double to right center. May peeks in, now turns and delivers the 1-1. Swung on, fouled away to the right. A soft ground ball over by the Rocky dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Will Smith sets the target right over the heart of the plate. Now the 1-2. Swung on it and he lifted to right field. Andy Pajas over by the line will run under it and make the catch. 1 down for the Rockies in the 6th.
Well, friends, a decade of Dave Roberts. So come to Dodger Stadium Saturday, April 26th. That's when the Pirates are in. 6:10 start, by the way. And celebrate LA's skipper. And the first 40,000 fans in attendance will receive a Dave Roberts bobblehead presented by Kinoshita. So come out and join us. Dodgers.com/promotions.
Ezekiel Tovar, leadoff man, the shortstop, takes high ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Kike Hernandez playing up the middle, left side of the infield back, and a pitch, a strike to Tovar. Speaking of promotions, did you get your Hello Kitty soft plush tonight?
Yes, I did. As you did as well.
I know it's a night you look forward to. Now a 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at a sweeper. He chased it. It's fun being on the concourse before the game and seeing all the people here in their Hello Kitty outfits and everything else. Pretty funny.
Yeah. By the way, yours looks marvelous.
It does. I just got it out of the wash this afternoon. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 7 strikeouts for Dustin May. That's his first one on a 4-seamer.
Well, we've just seen the progression of Dustin May. I think back to spring training. Remember the first inning that he pitched? I think it was the second batter. He had the strikeout. And, he just exploded with emotion with everything that he has gone through physically, emotionally, with the surgery and then emergency surgery.
Nick Martini takes outside. Yeah, all the patience he's had to display, and all the people in the organization probably had to tell him, hey, be patient. We want to get you 100%. Well, he's 100% and showing it tonight. 1-0 pitch. And that is in there for a strike call.
Well, one thing we know about the competitiveness of athletes is easy to say, hey, take your time, make sure you have the patience to come back. They want to get back in the fray in a hurry.
1-1. And Martini lets it go a little high. 2 balls and a strike. Watching him throw outside the clubhouse, what they call the 6-pack, where they have 6 mounds outside the clubhouse at the Camelback Ranch, and starting to see him in February throw, started to think, well, we saw him have some very good games as he deals ball 3 to Martini, before he was hurt, and it was really good to see him pitching unrestricted, meaning no governor on him at all, throwing all his pitches and throwing with high velocity. 3-1 pitch to Martini. Swings, hits a ground ball left side. Long way to go for a backhanded play for Muncy. It kicks off his glove and angles over toward Mookie Betts. That should be a base hit, and it is. So Martini is the only guy to get hits off of Dustin May so far in the ballgame. Well, opposite field infield single. This will bring up Kyle Farmer with 1 out, or rather 2 outs, I should say, and 1 on. Farmer, the former Dodger, former Cincinnati Red, spins away from an inside pitch. And during the series with the San Diego Padres, he was really the only guy who was anything close to being consistent in terms of offense. Hitting .333 on the young season. Now May fires, and he sends a strike home with a sinker. Speaking of San Diego, they've tied the game with the Cubs 3-3 in the top of the 7th inning down at Petco Park. 1 ball and 1 strike to Farmer. Breaking ball inside, 2-1. Dustin May's pitch count is at 70 in the top of the 6th inning. So economically not too bad. Twists the ball around in his bare hand behind his back. Now he straightens up. Exhales and delivers the 2-1. It's inside, 3 balls and a strike.
That pitch count just starts to add up now, and you just wonder is at how long the Dodgers will go with May. And coming back from the surgeries, this is still mid-April.
3-1 pitch to Farmer, and he throws a strike at the knees. Full count, 3-2. Runner at first. Martini will take off with this pitch. Freeman's going to play back a little bit behind the runner. Kike's up the middle. Now the stretch by May. Set at the belt and the payoff pitch. Runner goes. Swung on, ground ball just past Muncy and down the third base line. Around third and coming to the plate is Martini, and he will score, and that will end a franchise worst 32 2/3 innings scoreless streak for the Rockies as they get on the board for the first time in the last 4 days and become a team that will not now be shut out in 4 straight games as the 2017 Kansas City Royals win. So the Royals still hold the championship belt on that one as the Rockies get on the board, and it's 4-1. RBI double for Farmer. It's his 7th double, by the way. Starting to pile those up. That is a long time to not score a run. 32 2/3 innings. Ryan McMahon has struck out swinging twice. Left-handed hitting third baseman facing May for the 3rd time, and the pitch up high, ball 1.
You get a drop like that, third base coach has to feel that he's part of that old commercial about the lonely repairman.
He said, I got to remember how to do this. 1-0 pitch. And that's inside. 2 balls, no strikes.
And again, that pitch count just keeps building up. Mark Pryor, the pitching coach, on the phone to call the bullpen, so there's going to be some action down there.
Stretch by May. Here is his 2-0. And McMahon hits it on the ground to Freddie Freeman right along the first base line. Underhand toss to May, covering. And he is there before McMahon. Rockies get a run on 2 hits. They'll leave a man. And at the end of 5.5 innings, it's the Dodgers 4, Rockies 1.
When you want Dodgers.
Your style always attracts the attention of the crowd, Aries, but you're currently interested in shaking up your look. A deep dive into how former players showed off their style could provide you with plenty of inspiration. Your fans will go wild when you step up to the plate.
Here's Betts hitting a fly ball to left center field. Green to the track, to the wall. Gone! Got just enough! And here in the 8th, the Dodgers have just enough. Golf swung left field and turns out the lights. He rings the bell with a 3-run walk-off home run. Gold that blew heaven on earth.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Go! Here we go! And he's in! Oh, my! We got a cycle!
First cycle since Mark Grace.
Paez will lead off the Dodger half of the 6th. Ohtani to follow. 4-1. Dodgers leading the Rockies. Luis Peralta, the left-hander, still in there for Colorado, as he wheels and sends one home inside, ball 1. It's Chevy Truck Month, and there's no better time to do what you do best in a Chevy Silverado. Shop now at SoCalChevy.com. 1-0 pitch, fouled off to the right and out of play. 1 ball, 1 strike. Paez 0 for 2. He grounded out to second base in the 2nd inning, flying to right in the 4th. And Peralta deals home. That's outside, 2-1. 52,693. 4th sellout of the year for the Dodgers. Big crowd. Pitch swung on, chopped foul at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Could be another big crowd tomorrow night. Jackie Robinson jersey night tomorrow night. Everybody wears 42 on April 15th. 2-2 pitches high, 3-2. Nobody on, nobody out. Dodger half of the 6th. Game 1 of 3 against the Rockies. As Peralta fires a pitch home, it is swung on and fouled back. Well, glad you're with us no matter where you happen to be, with Rick Monday, Tim Neverett here. Dwayne McDonald, our producer engineer, in the booth, and David Vassay is here also. And he's got his Hello Kitty plush. He's happy. 3-2 pitch, swung on and fouled off to the right. Full count to Andy Paez. And playing right field tonight. Teoscar Hernandez a little under the weather. Swings, pops it up, shallow right, but backing up is Tolia, the first baseman. Second baseman Amador could help him out. He's got a better angle, but Tolia hangs with it, makes the catch. And that's the first out of the Dodgers' sixth. And here comes Shohei. Ohtani just missed in the fourth inning. He had 2 on and 2 out and hit it just a couple of feet shy of going out in deep right center. He does have a home run already tonight, 2 for 3. And he'll take strike 1 here. Base hit and scored a run in the first, then hit a 408-foot blast to dead center in the third. 0-1, and Ohtani backs away from a breaking ball that's called a strike. Ohtani fooled by it. He backed up, and the ball just dropped in over the plate. Mookie Betts on deck. Oh, and 2 to Ohtani. And that one is inside. That just completely missed the spot. The catcher, Goodman, was set up outside. And the pitch went way inside. It looked like they were throwing a pitch to try to get Ohtani to chase, but he didn't have the opportunity. Again, outside set. And the pitch does go outside this time. 2-2.
Yeah, outside target that was off the plate outside.
Just throwing that breaking ball, hoping to get a swing and a miss, but now it's a 2-2 count as Peralta, the lefty, facing the left-handed slugging Ohtani. Pitch swung on, rolled to the right side. Amador to his glove side from the outfield grass. He throws it away. It is knocked down by Tolia, and Ohtani is safe at first. Tolia did all he could just to get a glove near it. Had he not done that, that ball would have gone back toward home plate.
The other part, too, is that Shohei Ohtani was busting it right out of the batter's box. All out of the way, kind of circled it, and a bad throw. But Ohtani's also sent a message to infielders, is that he's going to run the ball out hard, and he's going to force mistakes, and it just paid off.
Well, that'll be scored an infield single. And largely because of the hustle of Ohtani down the first baseline. Pitch in the dirt, blocked by Goodman to Betts, 1-0.
That's the advantage of just utilizing your speed and forcing the defense to hurry things up.
Well, I think if Ohtani doesn't run as well as he does and doesn't get near the bag, it's an error on the throw. But because he was almost there anyway.
Well, if it's a slower runner or a guy that once he hits the ball on the ground does not run, and word gets around if you're falling in that category as a player, the infielder can stay back, take his time, and make the play and make a good throw.
Go to first base, and Ohtani gets back.
I've always said is that if you set the tone and run hard during the season, I don't have a number. It could be 3, it could be 5, it could maybe be more than that. You're going to force opportunities to get on base.
2-0 pitch, and Mookie will take one just a little bit outside, a fastball. 3-0 to Betts. Anthony Banda loosening for the Dodgers. In the bullpen. Strike called at the knee to Mookie. The front knee. Ohtani at first base. A 1-out single. 3 for 4 for Shohei in the game tonight. Stretched by Peralta. The left-hander comes to the plate. And Mookie takes high ball 4. And the Dodgers have 2 on and 1 out for Freddie Freeman. Third time Betts has been on base tonight. Mookie with a 2-run homer in the first and a double and a run scored in the fifth. And Freddie Freeman is 2 for 3. Single in the first, doubled in the third, grounded out to first in the fifth. And a chance for Freddie to get some more runners around here. Dodgers leading 4-1. Rockies now have a right-hander, Tyler Kinley, starting to throw in the bullpen. Great speed on the bases with Ohtani at second and Betts at first, and Freddie lays off a curveball for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Stretch. The pitch. Swung on, fouled off to the left.
This is the 9th at bat tonight for the Dodgers, a runner in scoring position. You add up each of the last 2 games, it totals just 9.
Well, they're due for one of these. 1-1. And Peralta turns, fires to second. They try to pick off Ohtani, and he's back in there with a right-hand tag. Tovar snuck in behind him. They tried a daylight play, and it just didn't work. Ohtani got back in time.
Yeah, the runner at second base, you're responsible for watching the pitcher and the second baseman. Third base coach will let you know about the shortstop who's behind you.
Now 1-1. And Freddie takes a strike. Say a daylight play, but the way that Tovar is lined up, he's already got daylight between he and Ohtani, so
yeah,
it's automatic throw for the pitcher.
What the third base coach will be yelling is back, back. And the first time you hear it, you better react in a hurry.
Pitch outside, another breaking ball. It's in the dirt, blocked by Goodman. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Freddie Freeman. Peralta checks the runners. His 2-2. Breaking ball inside, full count, 3-2.
Marcus had difficulty landing consistently the curveball.
Yeah, it's been all over the place. It's been inside, outside, upside down in the dirt. See what he gives Freeman here in the payoff. Runners off first and second. And the pitch swung on, grounded towards second. Glove side Amador. He's up with it. He drops the ball. As he was throwing it to second base, the ball was squeezed out of his throwing hand. Freeman is safe, and the bases are loaded. Well, the number 1 prospect for the Rockies having a tough time throwing tonight.
Well, he made a nice play going to his left, down on one knee. Started to go to second base. There was not going to be an opportunity to get the double play, the third of the night for the Rockies. But he went to throw the ball, and the ball wasn't even in a hand at the time.
So that'll be scored a fielder's choice and an error on Amador that allowed Betts to be safe at second base, and that's going to do it for Peralta. Tyler Kinley, the right-hander, will come in as Bud Black comes out to get his lefty. So a pitching change, timeout. The Dodgers with a big-time threat going on. Bases loaded.
Carson Kelly's had himself quite a night.
Walk, homer, 2 RBI single, and now this 2-base hit.
Carson Kelly, this is his last chance, you would think, at getting a cycle.
Center field, going back, Bleday. It's off the wall. Racing towards second. Here we go! And he's in! Oh, my! We got a cycle!
First cycle since Mark Grace.
O'Neill drives one the other way. That's headed out toward right field. He's done it again! The unstoppable opening day machine. Tyler O'Neill has homered for a 6th consecutive year on opening day. This time, he does it in his home country.
Look out in Burnaby Bay.
Here we are, Arlington, Texas. This is the Graham Slam Burger. So 2 patties, brisket, caramelized onion, American cheese, ranch aioli, or ranch mayo, if you will.
Oh yeah, we're in Texas.
Yeah.
It's something that you definitely want to take.
By entering your phone number, you're agreeing to receive recurring automated informational and marketing SMS, MMS messages from Marathon. Other terms and conditions may apply at participating locations only.
Right-hander Tyler Kinley comes out for the Rockies. Bottom of the 6th inning, 1 out. The bases are full of Dodgers for Will Smith, who's hitting .727 with runners in scoring position. 8 out of 11. So Kinley makes his 7th appearance of the season. No decisions. ERA 7.71, and opponents hitting .300 against him. Pitching change brought to you by Navien, high-efficiency tankless water heaters, boilers, and the new NPF Hydro Furnace. Next-level comfort, perfect for your home and the environment. Learn more at hydrofurnace.com. First pitch to Smith. He will take outside, ball one. Peralta 1+, 1 hit, 3 walks. He's responsible for all 3 men on base. Conforto on deck. And the 1-0 pitch to Will Smith. Swings and fouls it off to the right. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the world champion Dodgers Audio Network.
The home of the world champion LA Dodgers. KLAC KYSR HD2 Los Angeles. Make us a preset on the free iHeartRadio app.
Smith might have cracked his bat. He went over to get a new stick. And he'll jump back in the batter's box. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ohtani at third, Betts at second, Freeman at first. 1 man out. Dodgers leading 4-1 in the 6th. Kinley out of the stretch. The right-hander throws to the plate. And Smith takes low and away. 2 balls and 1 strike to Will.
Base runners, line drive, freeze. Fly ball to outfield, tag up.
Here's a 2-1 now from Tyler Kinley to Will Smith. And Will lets it go low, and it's 3-1. A slider missed. And Kinley, in the early part of the season, has been roughed up a bit. And Will hoping to get in on that action right now. He's going to look for a good one here, 3-1. Now the pitch from Kinley. And it is on the outside edge of the plate. Fastball at 95. Fills the count, 3-2. Runners lead first, second, and third. 3-2 pitch to Smith. He swings, hits a drive in the air, deep left field. Going back on it. And making the catch is Zach Veen. Ohtani tags. He'll score easily. It is a 5-1 ball game in favor of the Dodgers. Will Smith with his second run batted in tonight. A sacrifice fly. And that gets another run in for the Dodgers.
This Dodger ball club offensively tonight has been able to string some good at-bats together. But this has been top-heavy in the lineup, because it's the first 4 guys that have driven in all the runs to this point.
Conforto's 0 for 2 with a walk. 2 down, 2 on. And Conforto just absolutely hammers one behind him. I mean, that was almost directly behind him and into the luxury suites over the first base dugout.
That's what you call just a little bit out in front.
How do you hit a ball that hard behind you? That's what I want to know. That's crazy. 0-1 pitch. And he takes a curveball for a strike. 0-2. Betts will lead at second. Freeman can lead all he wants at first. Tolia playing deep and well behind him. 5 runs on 10 hits for the Dodgers tonight. Looking for a little more here in the 6th. Tyler Kinley's pitch. Check swing. Did he go? They appealed to third base umpire Brian O'Nora. Said he did not go. Speaking of Brian, saw Brian Gorman, the umpire supervisor, who's here tonight. Saw him briefly before the game. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. And Conforto on another appeal down to third. And O'Nora called into action. He said he didn't go again. So it's 2-2.
Brian Gorman, very good umpire in his career, as was his dad, Tom.
Stretch by Kinley. Runners lead first and second. 2-2. Outside 3-2. And now the runners will take off. Two on, 2 out. 1 run is in. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Right-hander Kinley, set, glove at his chest. Now he kicks and fires. Runners go. That's inside. Goes to the backstop. Wilkie will take a big turnaround third, but Hunter Goodman was back to the backstop to grab the baseball. Kinley came to cover the plate. Second time Conforto's drawn a walk, and the second time this inning the Dodgers have had the bases loaded. And it's a good time for Tommy time as Tommy Edman comes to the plate. 2 outs and nowhere to put him. 239, 6 home runs. Great opportunity for him to add to his RBI total of 14. Switch hitter batting left against the right-hander Tyler Kinley. Kicking the first pitch, missing down low. Inside as well, slider. 1 ball, no strikes. Edman waiting patiently at the plate. And the pitch finally comes from Kinley. Takes it low, and it's 2-0. You look at the Rockies' bullpen usage in the last few days. It's been pretty heavy. So that's the challenge this week against the Dodgers, is how to manage that bullpen, get guys enough rest without overusing them. And a 2-0. And Edman lets it go for a strike. A fastball inside third of the plate. Tomorrow, same time, Morongo Casino Dodgers on deck, 6 p.m. First pitch, 7:10. Landon Knack goes for his second win. He'll face Ryan Feltner. There's no decisions. 2-1, popped up. Back of the plate, it's drifting toward the seats, and that will make the seats. Right over near the third base dugout in the third row. It's a pretty good seat. Tommy still with a chance here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Bench at third, Freeman at second, Conforto at first. Stretching the 2-2 to Tommy Edman. Swing and a fly ball center field. Moniak broke back. Now he comes into play. It makes the catch, and the Dodgers will leave him loaded. They get 1 run on 1 hit. And there was an error, and 3 men left. And that.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
That blew heaven on earth.
More LA Dodgers baseball. And now we return to the Gelman Motors broadcast booth.
Anthony Banda starts the 7th inning for the Dodgers. Dodgers up 5-1. An outstanding night for Dustin May, the starter. Pitching change brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change, your 15-minute drive-through oil change with locations throughout Southern California. 8th appearance for Banda, and his record 3-0. ERA 2.84. Opposition hitting only 182 against him. Facing the switch hitting first baseman Michael Toglia, and he deals him a ball down and in. It swung on and fouled back slowly. Strike one to Toglia. Bonda takes over for May. May 6 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run, no walks, 7 strikeouts. Ground ball foul off the front of the third base dugout for strike 2 for Toglia. 76 pitches, 52 for strikes for Dustin May. He is the pitcher of record on the plus side. And his ERA is 1.06 after his outing tonight. His best of the season, maybe. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Threw a slider in there, and Toglia is out on 3 pitches, 1 away. That's the 28th time he has struck out this season, and the 21st time he has struck out on the road.
For Dustin May now, if you look at the last 2 starts, that totals 12 innings, 4 earned runs, only 6 hits in those 12 innings.
Mickey Moniak, center fielder, chases a high fastball for strike 1. Shakey's Pizza Parlor is the official pizza partner of the Dodgers audio broadcast. When it's game night, it's group night at Shakey's.com. 1 ball, 1 strike to Moniak. Figures to help out with outfield depth. Of course, Brenton Doyle, who is their best outfielder, has had a quad issue. He's day-to-day, not in the lineup tonight. Ground ball up the middle to the right of second base. That's a base hit for Moniak. Picked up by Tommy Edman in right center field. He hurries the ball back in. And that is just the 3rd hit for the Rockies in the game.
Catcher Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman, the catcher, will bat now with 1 out and 1 on. Well, Goodman waits from the right side, swinging a foul back. Goodman 0 for 2, struck out swinging in the 2nd inning and then grounded out to 3rd in the 5th. Goodman's hitting an even .300 so far in the early part of the season. And taking over the everyday catching duties for the Rockies. Pitch. Swung on and missed as Bonda reached back and threw a high fastball by him at 96. It's 0-2. Nothing and 2 to Goodman. 1 out, 1 on pitch. That's the inside. Scooped up out of the dirt by Will Smith. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Hunter Goodman. Left side of the infield deep. Kike playing towards second. And Freddie holding the runner Moniak at first base. The kick and the pitch by Bonda. It's up high, 2-2. Well, the Dodgers have 2 more against the Rockies here at Dodger Stadium. Thursday is an off day, part of a month of Sundays off they've got here in April. And they'll hit the road. They'll go down to Arlington and take on the Texas Rangers for 3. 2 games over in Chicago. I should say up from Texas, but for here over in Chicago against the Cubs before returning home to take on the Pittsburgh Pirates and Miami Marlins to round out the month here at Dodger Stadium. And then a long road trip in May to start it off. Atlanta, Miami, and then 4 in Arizona. 3-2 to Goodman. Pitch from Bonda. Swung on, well hit center field. This ball is back toward the wall. Edman watching it go. It's a home run for Hunter Goodman. His 3rd of the season. It is now 5-3.
Well, you know, the Rockies are hungry. They feel like maybe for the first time they're actually in a ball game.
Bonda gives up 2 hits. One of them a home run.
That was a fastball up and right over the middle of the plate.
He threw that ball in the go zone. That's definitely a mistake pitch. 1 out, base is clear. Dodgers still lead by 2 runs. And the batter is Zach Veen, the left fielder, who's 0 for 2. Here comes a 1-0 pitch from Anthony Banda. Swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Banda with his light blue leather glove deals home. That's way outside. Tried the slider and missed badly. 2-1 to Zach Veen, with Amador, the second baseman, on deck. Top of the 8th inning in San Diego. The Padres have stormed back. They now lead the Cubs 6-4. They are searching for their 14th win. They're 13-3 currently. Off to a tremendous start. 2-1 pitch. Way up high. It's the only other game going on in baseball. We told you about the Giants beating the Phillies 10-4 in Philadelphia. Pittsburgh over the Nationals 10-3. Paul Skeens gets his second win. 3-1 pitch, cut on and missed. It's 3-2. How about the Rays tonight, Mo? Down at George Steinbrenner Field. Just clobbering Boston 16-1.
Oh, cool.
3-2 pitch. Swung on, fouled back. Yankees got a win at home, and the Bronx over the Royals 4-1. Aaron Judge today announcing that he is going to play for Team USA in the World Baseball Classic, and not only that, he's going to be the captain. Mark DeRosa will be the manager again. 3-2 pitch. Swung on, fisted foul back into the seats. Braves got a win. They beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 8-4. While the Mets were 5-1 winners in Minneapolis over the Twins. Tigers 9, Brewers 1. The Cardinals in St. Louis beat the Astros 8-3. Pitch is high and in, ball 4. Banda started out of the gate fine, striking the first man out in Tolia, but since then, single, home run, and a walk. And the number 9 hitter, Adiel Amador, coming to the plate. But the infield will come in and have a meeting with Banda here. It's not a meeting called for by the dugout. Just Will Smith is out. Everybody but Freddie Freeman's in on it. Freeman over there listening to the first base coach talking to Veen. Now Kirby Yates, Dodger right-hander, gets up and starts to throw. Now sometimes you may see a sign from the bench to the catcher, go out there and kill some time. That's probably what happened there. So Amador, switch hitter, batting right-handed against Banda. 5-3, 2-run ball game. Suddenly, the Rockies have the tying run at the plate. Pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Amador tonight is 0 for 2. Still looking for his first hit of 2025. He's 0 for 5 on the season so far after being called up yesterday. 2 balls, no strikes to Amador. Veen at first, and 1 man out. And a pitch to Amador there for a strike. Amador, tough guy to double up because he runs so well. We saw a little bit of him in spring training this year. Got in the games against the Dodgers. Saw him last year a little bit too. 2-1. Swung on, ground ball to short. Mookie's got it. Flips to Kike, 1 on to first. They do double him up. Double play, 6-4-3 ends the half inning, but the Rockies strike for 2 on 2 hits. The home run by Hunter Goodman. Stretch time, middle of the 7th. The score, the Dodgers 5, Rockies 3.
Austin Wells is the first Yankee catcher to hit leadoff in a lineup in their franchise history. That is ripped into right, back at the wall. See ya! Home run! What a start! Yankees on top, 1-0.
A 2-0 pitch that's up middle of the plate, and you're going to see him get on top of this ball and then get it in the air. And this is Yankee Stadium. It's short out there. That might be a double in most ballparks, but it's a home run here.
There's an absolute tank. Right center field. It is off the wall. To second goes Ohtani. To home goes Ohtani. It was a home run. And the question is, without the fans, would have it been a home run?
After review, they're calling the field stands. Home run.
Yeah, like I said, an absolute tank.
2-1. In the dirt. Gets away. Here comes Hill. He's going to score. 3 wins. 3 walk-offs to start the season.
Kyle, you can't make this stuff up.
What a way to begin the season for the Marlins.
The first place Marlins.
And all the Pirates can do is tuck their tails and get out of town. What a start for this bunch led by Clayton McCullough. They don't care how they're going to win. They'll just find a way to do it.
LA Dodgers Audio Network.
5-3 Dodgers, bottom of the 7th inning. Max Muncy to lead off. Muncy without a hit, but he's been on base 3 times. Twice he's walked and once hit by a pitch. Tyler Kinley, the right-hander, still in the game, drills one in there for strike 1. Muncy, then Kike Hernandez, then Andy Pages. 7, 8, 9 in the order, then back to Shohei Ohtani after that. 5 runs, 10 hits for the Dodgers. 3 runs, 5 hits for the Rockies. Each team with an error. Strike called at the knees. Muncy's not sure he agrees. But the slider connected right at the bottom of the strike zone. No balls, 2 strikes. And here comes the pitch from Kinley to Muncy. Let's an outside pitch go. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Muncy watches it sail in low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The changeup from Kinley. Now the 2-2 from Kinley. And Muncy watches it outside. 3-2. Could he walk again here? Dodgers have had 16 base runners, but only 5 runs to show for it so far. Payoff pitch to Muncy. It is on the way from Tyler Kinley. Swings and bounces it foul past first. The Dodgers have stranded 10 men on base tonight so far.
Every inning but the first.
Yeah. So, had plenty of traffic. Just trying to add on to the score now with a 2-run lead. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Goodman couldn't hang on to it. And so Muncy's still alive. Just got a piece of the slider, and the Rocky catcher couldn't catch it. Again, the payoff to Muncy. Here it comes. And he swings and pulls it foul past first again. Moniak in center, straight up. Tovar a few steps towards second, playing with his heels near the outfield grass. McMahon well off the line at third. 3-2 pitch. Muncy swings at the slider and strikes out. 1 out for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, friends, you can celebrate Korean Heritage Night at Dodger Stadium Wednesday. Final game of this homestand against the Rockies. You can enjoy live music, handcrafted food, and live performances. So purchase a special ticket pack and receive an exclusive Korean Heritage Night jersey presented by Genro. So for more information, Dodgers.com/promotions.
Muncy just the second Dodger to strike out in the game tonight. Kike Hernandez will take a strike here. And Tommy Edman struck out on the changeup in the second inning. But Muncy goes down on the slider here in the seventh. It's a lot of contact by Dodger hitters. That's what that means. 0-1 pitch from Kinley. And Kike waves and misses at a high fastball. And he asks for time.
And I was just about to say the Dodgers have been selective at what they have offered at tonight before that swing.
That seemed to be pretty far up and out of the strike zone. Ready for the 0-2. Here it comes. And Kike swings. Hits a ground ball wide of third. That was a foul. 0-2. Bottom of the seventh, brought to you by Bank of America, the official bank of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Should be the 30th pitch for Tyler Kinley. Working out of the stretch at all times. Here comes his 0-2. And Kike swings and strikes out, fooled by a curveball. There were two down here in the Dodgers' seventh. Andy Pages looking for a hit. He's 0 for 3 tonight.
Right fielder, the 44, Andy Pages.
I mentioned it last time, or earlier in the game, I should say, but last year, the Dodgers won 10 of 13 against the Rockies, but it wasn't how. There was a slider half swing, but the wrong half for Pages. That's strike one. But they outscored the Rockies in the 13 games by 30 runs, 81-51. They had a plus 30 run differential in their series with the Rockies last year. 0-1 pitch to Pages with Ohtani on deck. It's in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 the count. And the pitch. Wave and a miss. Oh, Tyler Kinley's a different pitcher this inning.
A different pitcher because he's throwing that curveball much better than he did the first inning it came in.
Ready for a 1-2. Is Andy Pages. Stretch. And the delivery. That's up high, 2-2. And plus, he's got no traffic on the bases behind him, no pressure there. But still, he's been landing the slider and the curveball, and getting some bad swings. He'll throw this baseball out and asks for a new one. 2 outs, nobody on, 2 balls, 2 strikes to Andy Pages. And the pitch. It's in the dirt, 3-2. Ohtani wouldn't mind having a guy on base in front of him. Nothing doing in the Rocky bullpen right now. Tyler Yates looks like he's ready in the Dodger pen. He'll come on in the 8th. Now the payoff pitch to Pages. He swings, lifts it in the air to left. Circling behind it is Zach Veen. He'll reach up, make a chest-high catch, and the Dodgers retired in order in the 7th. On to the 8th inning at Dodger Stadium. It's the Dodgers 5, Rockies 3.
When you want Dodgers, the only home is AM 570.
Well, he's left-handed, and he hits this one with authority. That one is out of here. Juan Soto's first home run as a New York Met, a laser, and so many more to come in the next 15 years. Usually doesn't take long for Soto to hit his first home run with a new team. With the Yankees, it was his 3rd game. With the Mets, his 2nd.
Sometimes you gotta let people know what neighborhood you're from. That ball is squared up.
Yates out to pitch. Top of the 8th inning. Dodgers 5, Rockies 3. Glad you're with us, no matter where you're tuned in from. Tuned to the Dodger baseball. First of a 3-game set with the Rockies. And Ezekiel Tovar, the shortstop, will be the first man to face Kirby Yates. Top of the 8th inning brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. The MVP for fun, food, and good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are. Morongo, celebrating 20 years of good times. 9th appearance for Yates, 1-0 and a 2.45 ERA. 15 strikeouts on the season so far. Opposition hitting 154 against him. A very good splitter that hitters have to deal with. 1 ball and no strikes to Tovar, the leadoff hitter for the Rockies, who's 0 for 3. Next offer from Yates. Swung on, fouled back. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Six outs to go. They're never easy.
The longer the game goes, sometimes in a close game anyway, the outs are harder to come by. Right-hander Victor Vodnik is now loosening up for the Rockies in the bullpen down the right field side as Tovar asks for time so he can fix his elbow pad. And he's ready. And back in the right-hand batter's box. Yates 1-1 pitch. Swung out and missed. Good splitter. What does that look like coming out of the hand?
Trouble. It looks good, it looks good, it looks good. And then it just, like it hits a trap door, goes straight down.
1-2 to Tovar from Yates. And he hit him through the splitter, lost total control, and he got him, looked like in the left leg maybe. And that puts the leadoff man on and brings the tying run to the plate here in the 8th.
And he's going to start working to the middle of the Rockies lineup.
And Keith Duggar, the trainer, out to take a look at Tovar. Tovar's a guy the Rockies certainly need to have in the lineup. He'll stay in, but poorly timed hit batsman there. And that puts the leadoff man aboard for Colorado in the 8th inning. Nick Martini, who has 2 hits tonight, is really the only one that solved the Dustin May puzzle. He had a double and a single. Martini, left-handed batter, right fielder. Tovar at first, and Yates out of the stretch. Here's the pitch. Way inside, and Martini jackknifes to get out of the way. 1 ball, no strikes. One and 0 to Martini, hitting .303. Let's see, off the line, but in on the grass at third for the left-handed hitter. Big cut and a miss at a 4-seamer.
Starting out as a breezy day. That wind has gone to bed.
It has died down. For sure. Throw to first, and Tovar just safe on a close play. Freeman got the tag down on his back. Danny Lehman, bench coach, telling Dave Roberts, hey, we want to review that. He called back to the video room. Let's check this one. So Dodgers think they might have something on the play at first. That is Laz Diaz, the crew chief and first base umpire. What do you think? Got him?
And the fingers were not all the way down on the bag. And the tag was made to the wallet side.
Yeah. If he gets him here, and if this call's overturned, that's a big out. Tovar standing at first. He's seen the video. He's kind of half smiling.
If it is out, that just adds to the woes of the Rockies. You're down by 2 and you're in the 8th inning. You cannot get picked off.
After review, the call's been overturned. The runner's out. Los Angeles takes the challenge.
Well, kudos to the Dodgers video guys.
That's a big out.
Yeah, that's just a no-no. If you're down by 2 runs and you're in the 8th inning and you're the leadoff guy, you don't have anywhere to go right now. I mean, pick off like that.
1-1 pitch now to Martinez outside 2-1. Yeah, you're right. Where do you go? You're not going anywhere.
No.
You have
need
to stay
the guy
put.
that's at home plate or somebody else that's going to have to score behind you. Your run, yeah, would be nice. It'd be a 1-run ball game.
2-1 pitch. Inside and low, and it's 3-1.
That's just a huge out.
But for Yates, a right-hander, shows a really good move, and where he put the baseball was perfect. But now he needs another good pitch. He's got a 3-ball count here on Martini. 3-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up right field. Shallow. Out goes Kike Hernandez. In comes Paez. He'll call him off. He makes the catch, and there are 2 away.
Well, I know the Rockies are having a hard time. They're 3-12. They started 9.5 games out of first place today. There's many reasons that they are 3-12.
For Kirby Yates, just the second pickoff of his career. So he's had a long career. Adds to the Rockies' woes. Kyle Farmer, who doubled in a run in the 6th inning and ended a franchise worst 32 2/3 innings scoreless streak. 1 ball, no strike count. The pitch outside, 2-0.
This is where the replay also comes in, Tim. I mean, that was inches. Safer out at first base.
Yeah, really, big tip of the cap to the Dodger video crew. And that is inside, a splitter, and it's 3-0, so that's another 3-ball count for Yates. He's kind of danced between the raindrops somewhat during this outing, as he has 2 outs and the base is empty, but now he gets a strike. Just fires a fastball in there. Now gets back in the count against Farmer. Well, he can afford to throw another one of those right here. Up 2, nobody on. Yates kicks, fires, and it's a line drive to left, down the line, heading to the corner. Over there to get it, Conforto fielding it on the track, rounding first and into second with his second double of the game is Kyle Farmer. Now the tying run comes up.
Yeah, well, Farmer's the one guy in the Rockies lineup that's been hitting.
Number 24, Ryan McMahon.
First time up tonight, lined out to right field. And he grounded to third and then back-to-back doubles.
Ryan McMahon is 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts and a ground out. With Farmer leading at second base. Yates' first pitch to the left-handed hitting McMahon is outside. A splitter missing. 1-0. Tommy Edman playing offset over toward left center field. And Paez off the line and right. Playing toward the gap. 1-0. Swing and a miss. That was the good splitter. Sometimes when the splitter fades off the plate, you can see the catcher, in this case Will Smith. He has to kind of make an awkward catch with his elbow all the way out to the left and then his glove following it. Swing and a miss. Come back to the splitter. And it's 1-2 on McMahon, who has looked baffled on those 2 good splits.
In the back of the hitter's mind, you're saying, I don't want to get jammed. I don't want the fastball thrown right by me.
And now the 1-2 from Kirby Yates to Ryan McMahon. Swung on, fouled back.
And that was the fastball. Try to come up and in.
Still 1-2. Victor Vodnik continuing his warm-up tosses. Expecting to see him in the 8th inning when Ohtani, Betts, and Freeman are due up. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That's outside and low, 2-2. So the Dodgers in the home half will have the top of the order up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Farmer leads at second base. Yates looks at him, now comes to the plate and delivers low, 3-2. Full count to McMahon. 5-3, Dodgers with the lead. McMahon represents the tying run. Top of the 8th. And the pitch. Missed inside, he walked him. And now the tying run is on base. McMahon will trot down to first for the first time this evening. And Mickey Moniak, Michael Toglia, who hit before Moniak. Michael Toglia is the scheduled hitter. Mark Pryor goes out to talk to Yates. May tonight, an outstanding night. Dustin May, with his best start of the year, 7 strikeouts. But he only allowed 3 base runners in 6 innings of work. And 2 of them were the same guy, Martini, who had a double and a single against him. Kyle Farmer, the other one. But so far tonight, the Dodger bullpen has allowed 6 base runners in the 7th and 8th inning alone. And Kirby Yates walking a tightrope here without a net. Tying run is on base. Michael Toglia has really been struggling. He struck out twice tonight. And a ball comes in from somewhere. Get away from a bullpen?
From the bullpen.
And it rolled all the way from the bullpen down to the infield grass.
Had good distance. Not much accuracy, but at great distance.
Good distance. Alex Vesia starting to warm up for the Dodgers. Now the pitch to Toglia. He swings. It's a ground ball to first. Freddie Freeman tackles it to his feet, throws to Yates. Yates grabs it, steps on the bag. And that takes care of that. A little bit exciting at the end, but the job got done. 3-1. Rockies leave 2, and at the end of 7.5, it's the Dodgers 5, Rockies 3.
AM 570.
LA's best sports talk.
The real home of the Dodgers.
2 away, Matt Shaw. Shaw looking for that first big league hit. 0 for 6, 3 Ks so far.
Hits off the glove of Dreyer, and Matt Shaw, that's his first big league hit, saved that baseball. You don't think so?
I don't know. That might be an E1.
Looking up on the scoreboard, there are no errors listed. There it is.
Congratulations on your first big league knock, Matt.
Save that ball for Matt Shaw.
One. That's it well, right center field, into the gap. Page's back, he can't make the catch. It'll one-hop the wall. Dansby scores. Amaya to second. Cubs lead 1-0 here in the second. It's just keep on coming for Miguel Amaya. Big knock.
Well, tries to beat him with a fastball upstairs. It's a real nice, powerful swing. Head rate on it, gets good extension.
Dodgers up 2-0. And the batter is Tommy Edman. That ball is crushed in the air to left field. Did he get under it, or did he get enough? He got enough! And it's Tommy Tanks with the first home run in Tokyo. Yeah, the first home run of the 25 campaign comes from 25. That was a big-time swing for 2 strikes. Tommy Edman looking like a cleanup man up there.
It's a 5-3 Dodger lead. Shohei Ohtani to lead off against new Rockies reliever Victor Vodnik. Tonight's game brought to you by First 5 California. 1 in 3 children are at risk of toxic stress. But there are things parents can do to help. Learn how to overcome it at first5california.com. Here is Ohtani, 3 for 4 tonight. 2 base hits and a home run. Backs up from an inside pitch. And Vodnik can really throw some heat. Apparently Hunter Goodman can as well, because he just threw the return toss right past Vodnik and out to second base. Now Vodnik out of the stretch, ready to deliver the 1-0. And Ohtani swings, hits a high fly ball, deep left center field, back to the wall. It is caught. Boy, Moniak, along with Veen, colliding, and Veen ended up with the ball in his glove. Right at the top of the left field wall.
And right at the 375 mark.
Wow. That's twice tonight Ohtani has done that. Did it to the other side of the field in the fourth inning. With a long fly ball out. And there is one man out for Mookie Betts. And for the Rockies tonight, every time Ohtani swings the bat, you just hold your breath and hope the ballpark holds it. First pitch to Mookie's in for a strike. I'd say, Mo, tell me if you agree, if we're in June or July, Ohtani's got a 3-home run night tonight. Ball would carry better. Oh, one is in the dirt.
I actually talked to David Bassett yesterday on our pregame segment about what a physicist has come up with and done some extensive studies.
Pitch outside.
For example, it's right around 10 degrees cooler than at first pitch. Well, the physicist who did some analogies says the ball travels, if it's 10 degrees warmer, 4 feet farther.
2-1 fouled away. 2-2 to Mookie.
Well, 4 feet would have put it over the fence.
Well, 2 more times tonight.
You get 4 feet farther if the barometric pressure drops 1 inch of mercury.
All right, now you're losing me.
Well, there's more.
Got more. Pitch is in the dirt. 3-2.
6 feet farther, and this applies when you go to Coors Field. 6 feet farther if the altitude is 1,000 feet above sea level or higher. So that's almost a mile up there. So you're getting a lot more distance up there.
Payoff pitch, and Mookie hits a fly ball to right field. It'll be playable for Martini, and he'll make the catch. And there are 2 gone for the Dodgers in the bottom of the 8th.
They also did studies that, and I don't know how they came up with this. They hit a ball the maximum possible distance. The trajectory of the baseball is 35-degree angle.
35?
Yeah.
Alex Vesey has sat down. Tanner Scott is up and throwing now. Freddie Freeman at the plate. Facing Victor Vodnik, hard-throwing right-hander. So Scott will come on in the 9th, try for a save. Goodman sets the target against Freeman. 1-0 is low. 2 balls, no strikes. So you've been reading up on your physics.
Well, that, and the guy did the aerodynamic study of a curveball as well.
And Freeman hits a ground ball to first. Toglia scoops it up. He'll step on the bag. And that is that. Dodgers, top of the order, goes in order. And we head to the 9th. 3 outs to get. Tanner Scott coming on to get him for the Dodgers. The score.
2 away, Matt Shaw. Shaw looking for that first big league hit. 0 for 6, 3 Ks so far.
Hits off the claw of Dreyer, and Matt Shaw, that's his first big league hit, saved that baseball. You don't think so?
I don't know. That might be an E1.
Looking up on the scoreboard, there are no errors listed. There it is.
Congratulations on your first big league knock, Matt.
Save that ball for Matt Shaw.
In the dirt, gets away, here comes Hill, he's gonna score, 3 wins, 3 walk-offs to start the season.
Kyle, you can't make this stuff up.
What a way to begin the season for the Marlins.
The first place Marlins.
And all the Pirates can do is tuck their tails and get out of town. What a start for this bunch led by Clayton McCullough. They don't care how they're gonna win, they'll just find a way to do it.
Goldschmidt swings at the first pitch and lofts it to left center field and deep. Track, wall, see ya! There's a leadoff hitter, 1-0 Yanks. Bellinger lofts one deep to right center. There it goes into the bleachers. See ya! Back to back. That one's driven deep to left field. There it
Baseball continues on its official home.
Top of the ninth is sponsored by Cars for Kids. Ready to donate your old car? Call 1-877-CARS for Kids now. Friendly agents are standing by to take your donation. That's Cars with a K to donate today. Ninth appearance for Tanner Scott. 4 saves and 5 tries. Facing Mickey Moniak, left on left. And he starts him off with a slider for strike 1. Scott following up Kirby Yates. Yates won an inning, 1 hit. No runs, 1 walk. And the 0-1. And that is low. 1 ball and 1 strike. 5-3. Dodgers a 2-run lead. They got 2 in the first and a 2-run homer by Mookie Betts. Ohtani homered in the third. Will Smith with the infield in drove in Betts in the fifth. Swing and a foul straight down. Dodgers picked up another single run in the 6th inning with Ohtani at third. Will Smith with a sacrifice fly. And then Dustin May tonight has been one of the main stories of this ball game. 6 innings, 7 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits, 1 earned run. He was terrific. Pitch swung on, ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit by Moniak. And again, the tying run is going to come to the plate in the late innings for the Rockies. Hunter Goodman, who hit a 2-run home run his last time up, coming to the plate. Goodman hitting .217 overall. 1 for 3 tonight. 3 home runs on the season. And Scott kicks and fires. And the ball is popped up on the infield. Right side, Freddie Freeman on the grass calling for it. He'll make the catch for the first out of the top of the ninth.
And Goodman went hunting the first pitch.
Sean Bouchard's going to come up and hit for Zach Veen. Bouchard, former UCLA Bruin. Right-handed bat. Veen a lefty, so they'll get the right-hander up there. This is the 3rd straight inning that the Rockies have brought the tying run to the plate. Game started out like the Dodgers were just going to roll them, but you just never know. Dodgers have left a lot of runners on base, 10. And they've had several opportunities. Left the bases loaded one time. There's Bouchard pinch hitting. And he looks at a strike from Scott. Bouchard hitting .133. Runner at first is Moniak. And Scott fires. Pitch fouled away. That's strike 2. Fouled it over by the Rockies on deck circle where Amador is waiting, the second baseman. Bouchard hitting in the eighth spot in the batting order. Tanner Scott out of the stretch. Red leather glove by his chest. Now the pitch. Swung on, line to left field. That's a base hit. Over there to get it's the new left fielder, Chris Taylor. Rounding second and heading for third is Moniak. And now the tying run is on base with 1 out.
Oh, that was an 0-2 breaking ball and not a good breaking ball at all. That was basically hit me, and that's exactly what happened.
So Bud Black will send up another pinch hitter. Catcher Jacob Stallings will hit for Amador. He had Amador as a decoy out in the on-deck circle while Stallings was in the dugout with the helmet on. And still 1 out. Double play is in order. The force play open at second base. So Moniak at third and Bouchard at first. 1 out, top of the ninth. Dodgers up 5-3. Pitch to the right-handed hitting Stallings, inside ball 1. Stallings, a former Pirate and Marlin. Choking up a little bit on the bat. Pitch from Tanner Scott. Strike called. Fastball in her half at 97.
Don't play Stallings to pull in the outfield. Infield, yes, a few steps. Muncy deep at third.
1-1 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. A slider down and in. It's 1-2. Well, the runner at third, that's not the big run. The big run's at first base. And the Dodgers want to make sure they get at least one out here. Scott ready to throw. Here's his 1-2. Fouled off to the right.
For a team that's had difficulty scoring, that's 3 innings in a row that the Rockies have brought the potential tying run into the fold.
1-2 pitch. Missed a little bit low. He went with a four-seamer around the knees, and it fell in low. Now 2-2. Tanner Scott, 13 pitches. 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. Ezekiel Tovar in the on-deck circle. 2-2 to Stallings. He chased a slider down low. Ball was in the dirt, but with first base occupied, he can't go anywhere. And now, with 2 outs, Tovar will come up. Rockies down to their last out, and Tanner Scott trying to erase Tovar and get a win into the column. Tovar hit by a pitch last time up when he faced Kirby Yates to lead off the 8th inning. 5-3 Dodgers leading. 2 on, 2 out. Pitch swung on, fouled away to the right for strike 1. Thing about Tanner Scott's fastball, it's got a lot of movement. It's been one of his success pitches for sure. And to right-handed hitters, the slider down and in's always been good. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the fastball down by the knees. And the Rockies are down to their last strike. And fans around Dodger Stadium rising to their feet. There's Tanner Scott. Chance to end it. 0-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back off to the right. Ezekiel Tovar hitting .230. 0 for 3 tonight. Fly to center, grounded to short, fly to left. 0-2 the count. Scott set at the belt, kicks, fires. Swung on ground ball toward Kike Hernandez at second. He throws onto first, and that's the ball game. And the Dodgers win the first game against the Rockies in this 3-game set. A 5-3 final score. Dodgers now 12-6. And the Rockies have their worst start in franchise history, going 3-13. And are now 10.5 games back in the division, since the San Diego Padres have won tonight as well. So the final score, the Dodgers 5 and the Rockies 3. Rick and I are back to wrap it up in a moment.
The home of the champs. The